of Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Welcome to Nebraska's bye week. Lots to get to throughout the show on that, as well as the Michigan game, Big Ten in general, NFL. We got a packed show as always on a Monday, but we're all here. Gang's all here. Good to see you guys.
Where else would we be?
Nowhere. We work. We do radio together.
We generally use this studio, right?
We do.
I was making sure that we weren't.
We do. Proudly here in the studio.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We're here. Rudy's here.
And
Jake's.
just 2 days ago, in that exact same seat as you guys, we had Marty Sipple and his friend Bruce Culpepper. Your Honor.
Saturday.
Hold on, Culpepper was on the radio.
He wanted
too?
to be referred to as Your Honor. He's a judge, in Florida.
We asked him how he'd like to be addressed, and he said, Your Honor.
This was his first ever time to Nebraska, and he had a list of questions for me and Sip and Marty, which the first one was, is there actually corn in Nebraska?
I think he was kidding.
I don't know if he was. It made it
joking.
sound like when he was talking, he didn't know what corn looked like. I swear to you, I don't think that he was joking about that.
Now, here's the thing. Bill would know this. Well, maybe not. But isn't there corn like outside Tallahassee?
There's got to be corn in Nebraska, Florida in some regard.
I don't know if there's much corn in Florida. I don't think there is, but there's a
I
shot
gotta
at
think
it.
there's some corn.
There's corn in Georgia.
Right.
I know that.
Do you know that?
I know that for a fact.
Then Tallahassee's right close
Right
to
close
Georgia.
edge, so I would think there's a chance.
Yeah. So I think the judge was playing with.
I hope so. I really hope so, because it didn't seem like it the farther you went on that question. Like I said, you know what color corn is? He says, I think it's white. I said, please tell me you're joking. There is white corn.
I think it was
yellow.
Bit. I think it was a bit.
I think it was a bit.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it was
If
a
you're
bit.
going to rewatch.
I don't want to be played here. I don't want this.
He was. I mean, he played it well.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't give in. He didn't crack.
No.
Anyway, Marty's back in Tallahassee. He's working today. That's
But he's listening. He listens to the show.
The
He
Marty
told me that.
The Marty party
getting
was
out of
here.
control.
It-
I'm drawing the line at the sign that said "More Marty, less Sip."
I think that was McSafety made that
Yeah.
sign.
No, I think it was Greg.
Is it?
Oh, Greg
Yeah.
made that one.
Greg
Correct.
one.
Someone that hasn't showed up for the last
Yeah.
7 weeks all of a
Yeah.
sudden wants to get involved. That's interesting.
Greg
Greg.
sends a picture of him at the dentist. I was
Yeah.
like, where were you at last week
Yeah.
before that? I heard
Yeah.
the same story.
Yeah, the same story.
in the
yeah.
morning.
Phil said he thinks it was staged.
Yeah, I do. I said it was staged. 100%
Stage
staged.
picture.
I didn't
Staged
even.
That
photo.
was hardcore.
Yeah, I did not even remotely go, oh, wow. No,
Yeah.
it's staged.
He said, I'm called BS here.
He showed a photo of him in the chair, and you said it looks staged.
Yes.
He's
Hard to push back.
he won't be here this week. He's in Colorado.
Oh,
He's with wife in Colorado.
Probably won't see him until 2026 at this point.
No.
Next
Yeah,
year.
sounds like that. Also, a shout out
Yes.
to our friend Jake. Want to announce that?
Joe in Boulder stopped
Joe in
by.
Boulder stopped by,
That's what I know.
and he got us a gift card, which was nice.
Where did he
And
get you a gift card?
what's that? He got me a gift card to Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Well, you got a gift
Endless
card too.
possibility. He did.
But the big point of it is he brought us some beer from Colorado, Bud Heavy.
Yes.
And
it.
that
Love
is
it.
a thing of beauty, because I really don't want an apple spice
No.
latte beer
Nope.
of something like that. Bud Heavy. On the way home, stop and get a pack of Marlboros.
Yeah.
Try that out. Not some strawberry cheesecake vape. Get some Marlboros.
Wow.
Get some Marlboros and a Bud Heavy.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, just
I am.
Yeah.
I'm 100% with you.
Joe's a loyal listener. He understands what we do and don't like. So he knows your thoughts.
Bud Heavy.
Never a shot
Thank
at
you.
having that stuff here. Yes.
Bud Heavy's good.
yeah.
It's the first beer I ever had when I was 5.
It's Americana. That's what it is.
It's Americana. Thank
is.
you very much.
Joe and
So,
Boulder.
Joe, thank you so much. Thank you for being here from Boulder. It's a good drive.
Thank you for bringing that out, by the way.
Yeah. Like the
I got mine. I didn't bring mine up here.
And he got now my gift card was Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you.
Wings
Joe.
to rings.
Oh, my bad.
Wings and Rings, right?
Yeah, Wings and Rings.
Because
God,
you eat at
Jake-
Wings
Jake
and Rings
keeps
twice
it
a week.
keeps it.
They're very
Jake-
similar name companies, but you don't eat at the other one. You eat the one that's a client of ours.
Why would I say that? It's
Because-
Wings and Rings. That's where I've gone.
What other client?
700
What
times.
other places that don't advertise here we want to talk about real quick?
I've gone there 700 times.
He does.
Maybe more.
I will
Nice
say that
shine.
Steve. We know who Steve does support on this.
Mhm.
Even
Thank you.
a verbiage slip up does not. Yeah,
Right.
we know where the
He's
money
loyal.
goes.
He's
Yes.
loyal to Wings and Rings. It's just a slip up. It's
A
nothing more than that.
verbiage slip up.
Happens. It's Monday. It's fine. It's
Well,
okay.
fine.
You guys are already in rare form.
We are today.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick idle chit chat before we get to the game. What do you got? Anything from the weekend
I don't know.
you want to get to?
I do.
Go ahead, Bill.
Please,
Something-
Bill. Please.
I don't even know where to start with this. Something that went on Saturday that was probably one of the more bizarre things that in my mind, and it was so against the grain for me.
Mhm.
I ended up at tailgates.
And I saw a picture.
I ended up
Uh-huh.
at
Saw the
tailgates.
photos. What was
I
that
ended
all
up
about?
at that around people. I was
know.
around other people.
You seem to be having
Yeah.
fun.
And probably the most concerning part, not disturbing, but concerning was it was pretty incredible.
Really?
And I'm like, okay, this whole tailgating thing,
You
I
like it?
see. Yeah, we had some friends in town and some people to see, and I was kind of maneuvering around some tailgates. Now, I will say this: I was the only one in an orange shirt, which made things
Wow.
very beneficial
Why is
because people
that?
could find me, and sometimes. But the part that had to be, if someone got a photo of it, would have been worth seeing from distance. As I helped some friends get to the stadiums on the west side, so I helped them get to the stadium, and then I was out. I wasn't going to the game, obviously.
Right.
And so I'm heading back to Grant in the bottom. So
Yep.
let me park my vehicle down there.
You walked over
He
the
made
bridge.
me aware of
Yeah,
that,
well,
by the way.
So I had to walk
I was told
back
that by
The
again.
old man walked over the bridge.
No, I had to walk back into the traffic over the bridge. I had to go back like a salmon going
Yeah,
upstream.
That's rough.
And so I
How'd
had to,
that go? by
I
the
had to
way?
hug the right side.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people like, no idea what you're doing, buddy.
Why are
I
you
mean,
going this
in an
way?
orange
there
shirt.
was only one person in
Yeah.
an orange
hat
shirt, hat down. And I did, and about halfway through, I get a hatchhole, which was very
This
cool.
guy's doing
This is
construction right now.
bizarre.
Yes.
Could you have wait? I don't know how long would you have had to wait?
Oh, a
before-
long time, because I mean it was it was a game where people got in the stadium earlier.
Yeah,
And
they do.
it was that way. And so I got my friends and stuff over to make sure they were okay to get into the stadium. And it was probably around that 1:30 mark, and it wasn't like it was letting up. So I'm like, I have no options. And then I thought, well, I went kind of down by the parking lot and go, well, I'll just walk across
under the bridge.
I'll just walk across the train tracks
Right.
under the bridge.
Right.
You can't. It's all fenced off.
Can't do that.
No can do.
No climbing.
Yeah.
One way only.
No climbing like
No
that.
climbing
Imagine me
fence.
climbing a 10-foot fence. That'd be
No.
better than an orange
Is that
shirt.
Bill
Can't
over there?
Is that hold it? Is that Bill?
Bill
And
Busch
the-
is climbing a fence.
He's stuck.
So I had to.
That would have been interesting.
So I had to whip back and take it over the bridge.
So you did think about
Yes.
going under.
I thought I went and looked.
Yeah.
I went and looked. I go, okay, maybe it's going underneath this thing. That's fine.
You were in a dilemma.
And dilemma, and I made it across. But to those out there, incredible. Really ran to Lawrence Swigert. Ran to them, leading tackler, University. I mean, at
Swigert.
at
Norfolk,
Norfolk. I'm sorry, not University of Norfolk High. He
Safety.
looked very good. Looked very good. Looked
He's
very
always
fit,
dressed well.
dressed very well. It's a great tailgate. So anyway,
Was that the tailgate Schweigers or was it somebody else?
what's that? It's Swigert. He runs it. Yeah,
Okay.
he has over 100 people.
What was
He
that?
finances
Yeah,
the whole
I-
thing himself.
I received a picture from somebody there that I showed Sip,
I
and
know.
and Sip said, of course, he's in the orange shirt. What you said?
I was astounded.
He's
By
in
the
the
way, I was.
orange shirt.
I would say astounded was the word.
If you've ever been over in that, so this is a major parking lot just north of the post office,
Mhm.
basically, right
Yeah.
by PBA.
Got it.
And when you take off to go, when you take off,
I know that part. Yeah.
when you take off to go to the stadium, it is like when you're on an interstate, on a 4-lane interstate, and it goes down to 1 lane. It is the biggest mass of humanity
is.
I've ever seen, because 3 or 4 spots all come together right under the viaduct road.
It's a clogged funnel,
it's
Bill.
a clogged funnel. It is absolutely insane
Mm.
of the mass
Sounds fun.
humanity.
You do not move.
And it is unbelievable.
It- okay, now wait a second. There's more questions. What did you eat?
What's that?
What did
Pulled pork
Nice.
you,
and
God.
mac salad.
Nice.
Yeah, pulled
Good
pork
news.
You had
and mac
some.
salad. Yeah, I had some. It was incredible.
Pulled
yeah.
pork and mac salad sounds great.
Yes.
And you just were drinking pop.
What's that?
We're drinking pop.
Well, that's sometimes, maybe. I don't know why it's
I don't
not
know why that
personal.
wasn't-
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
just
don't know why I
drinking
got
Should I
the
name
beverage.
it? Hey, who's everyone's name who was there, Bill?
He's drinking a beverage.
I don't know.
I saw a
know what you're
koozie.
doing.
It was a koozie. You couldn't even tell what was on.
Yeah,
Koozie.
but anyway, it was thank you for the
Lauren.
hospitality. like that. And then also we have people that advertise on the show also had a tailgate. There was a Bauer underground tailgate.
Stu.
So I stopped over there just to see that some people over there that we know from being the great advertisers they are. And then and then it was great, but there's a lot of energy, I'll say that.
We call you a social butterfly.
Yeah, that was my first time. And I remember just being like, I've never been outside of a stadium one time in my life.
I had a relatively I was pretty stunned when I saw that picture. I said, "But Bill's out tailgating."
You
with
were
the people.
stunned. I was astounded.
We were both
Michigan State.
Happy though. Happy stunned.
Would you do it Michigan State? It's not this week.
I think we've kind of wrapped it up.
Oh,
I think
one time
it might be. You never know.
One and done.
I'm going to say this. I might consider it.
All right, I'm not going to.
I might consider it. But I tell you another thing fun, just walking to the game, he's talking to people. I was kind of bummed there wasn't any Michigan fans close. I talked to a couple. I like talking to the other fans if you get a chance. But I'm walking. One guy's right in front of us. Me and another friend were walking. Me and Tom were walking, and all of a sudden there's a guy in front of us, and he's in all red. But it was all Georgia gear.
Whoa.
All Georgia.
What?
It was incredible. It was just like, he was all red heading to the game, and he was in all red, and wearing Georgia. It was all Georgia head to toe. So we talked about the Tennessee game, the big comeback. And he was just like, we were talking about it. He goes, right now everybody thinks it's like, Georgia's ranked third,
fifth, I think,
something like that. They're ranked very high.
Fifth yesterday.
And but they're like they were down 8 in the fourth quarter. And if Tennessee makes the field goal, looks like Kirby's lost it. Because he brought it up too. He said, if Ohio State makes the field goal against them the year 2 that they won against TCU, Ohio State missed a field goal, an easy field goal that would have sent them also the packing, which meant one championship.
Right.
Nice to get a championship.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're a dynasty.
No,
with
I got
one.
No, I
and so it was just interesting listening to the Georgia guy going, we're really kind of catching some breaks on a couple things.
Did Georgia guy explain why he was at Nebraska?
No,
Michigan?
not really. We kind of asked
off, right?
Kind of they were kind of asked the question, but not really. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm a Georgia fan," but I just kind of know.
Check out different.
But I just loved it.
We had red on, so
he did fit in here.
No, I got nothing. All I did was work yesterday. I mean, I didn't do anything. Worked Saturday. Nothing.
We had a stomach bug at the house. I did absolutely nothing yesterday at all. Nothing.
Are you?
I feel better.
Are you with
now.
bug right now?
No, I think I'm fine. It was Saturday night thing. Saturday day. I told you after the pregame show, I felt like crap. I felt bad the whole day, and I was better. And yesterday, I feel better now. So, but that was a crappy day yesterday. Not fun. Not very fun at the house for anybody.
Bug.
Not a fun Sunday.
Marty's back in Clearwater. They left yesterday at 6 a.m. flight or 6:30.
Wow.
Oh,
early.
great.
Yeah.
Early.
6 a.m. flight. That's fun.
Super early flight. He's back. Back to normal. Back to Tallahassee.
Where things are good.
Yeah.
Things are good. Top 10 team.
Yeah, they won by like 60.
They're back.
66-10 over Kent State. I don't know what Florida State. I don't know who they don't really play anybody till
kind of the classic example of like this. All those games, they just don't matter. They don't. It's not like, well, we can really judge this. You see teams, win games by 60, 70 points, whatever, and then all of a sudden they get into a different game, and it's like, okay.
Oh, we found that out. I think we found that out first.
It was here. It happened here also.
See, now is that? But now, are you suggesting Jake?
Yeah,
we've fallen into a little bit of a football conversation. If that's okay,
it's fine.
Has it always been that way?
Pretty much. Yeah, this is nothing this is not.
This is not a commentary.
But
this isn't commentary on the new.
The part that's bizarre is like the buzz around Florida State after that win over Alabama was insane. Since then, we haven't mentioned their name for 3.5 weeks.
Because they've played
not a word. Because they played the next 3 games were just such layups, and so it's just after a while for your fan base, and those 3 games were all at home.
Yeah.
So it's like, how about giving your fans something to watch?
Yeah, I don't know what's.
Hey, we need your money. What's your NIL money? Right. But that's everybody. That's Florida State. That's you name the team. I want good games.
I might argue that after going 2-10, they're happy just to win games this year after that. But I understand. 2 years ago, they were a 13-win team. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag.
Joey
need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, someone to run the sprayer for you. 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included. Learn more today at 738ag.com.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey. Okay, Nebraska, Michigan, 30-27. The Wolverines coming to Lincoln and take down the Huskers. 286 rushing yards for Michigan. Also 7 sacks defensively of Nebraska's Dylan Raiola. It was a game where both trenches were in favor of Michigan throughout the game. Mm-hmm. We can all agree on that, right? There was no
Agreed.
No pushback on that at all. Nebraska had their moments in this game, but they just could not stop the run, especially when they needed to in the second half. 30-27. Nebraska falls to 3-1 and still has some major questions heading into the bye week ahead of Michigan State next week.
Here's the game in a nutshell.
Yep.
I like this. I like nutshell it.
Nutshell it. Michigan generated 36 quarterback pressures and as Jake mentioned, 7 sacks. Okay, stay with me.
Hold it. Go back on that. I this is the first I've heard of the number of the pressures.
36.
And there was a lot. Yes.
36
pressures.
Quarterback pressures and 7 sacks. In comparison, Nebraska produced 6 QB pressures and 1 sack. Okay. That's part of it. And then you mentioned the other thing. The Wolverines rushed for 286 compared to 43 for Nebraska. Ball game. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, if you had those stats prior to the game, there would be not like a lot of confusion.
Nope.
Probably the only confusion would be that the final score was
close.
close.
Misleading, though. I mean, I thought this final score was misleading.
A little bit, maybe. Yeah. But I'm always big on they all count, that everything counts.
I'm big on that, too.
But no, probably.
Nebraska scored a late touchdown, which was good. I mean,
misleading to a certain extent. Nebraska also in the first drive chose to go for it deep in their territory, 4th and short, did not get it. Then missed a field goal the next drive, short or to the right. So 2 drives in their territory, no points. It's still a 3-point game.
Yes. Super fan, Steve, super journalist. What is your take on the analytics conversation?
Which one?
When the analytics that was the conversation after the game was the analytics said we should go for it.
You want to hear Matt Rule about that? About analytics? Here's Matt Rule about that opening drive going for 4th down.
Well, the analytics, are overwhelmingly. Analytics are 4th and 3 is a go. 4th and 4 you should go. So it's not even close, right? If you want to beat Michigan, you're gonna have to get those plays, right? We're gonna have to get those plays. That was a good. We ran a speed sweep with a quarterback read. You have 3 options there. It's kind of the same thing we did at the end, right? We just twice 4th and 1, and then at the goal line we're running RPOs. It's not. It's just we're not gonna trick our way into things. You got to play. You got to make the plays, right? So it's just like we're gonna give our guys a chance to make the play. On that one, unfortunately, we didn't. But then they punted the ball right back to us. We had the ball at the 30-yard line. So, similar to some of the things we talked about, right? Inside the 5, right? Like things we have to be better at. But at the same time, there were other times we did make the plays. The Hail Mary, the plays at the end. Heinrich's play at the end. So. But yeah, there's a lot of analytics that goes into it, and it's analytics tell you to be really, really, really aggressive, to be honest with you.
In the moment, I was okay with it, and I liked the play call. So I'm just kind of like, okay, this is cool. Just showing some aggression. I never mind aggression.
Yep.
You're showing some aggression, and again, I like the play call. I think with the right spot, you're an inch short. I think they spotted a little short. So I didn't. That doesn't. I get it. People are up in arms about it, but I was not in the moment up in arms, and I like the play call.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. I'm going, okay, they're going for it. It was a little long. Was it 4th and 3? Is it that what it was?
They said 4th.
Hold on. Hold. This is what.
Yeah, tell us what that number was. 4th and 3.
I don't have it on my
4th and 3 at the 5 is a little long.
At 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
Yeah,
it might have been a long 2.
Anyway, that's here nor there. But the part that always interests me about analytics is when you have just the analytics part. Mm-hmm. So I always think about everything else that goes with it. It's a home game, momentum. You're playing against a true freshman quarterback.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. It's this. There's a lot of other things that do factor into just because when you just look up the paper version, it doesn't have that version.
No,
because
doesn't have the crowd.
Doesn't have the crowd noise like that. Because if you do kick it, that is an incredibly upbeat crowd, and it's like
we got points on the board.
We got points on the board. The crowd is wound up.
But if you get it, it's wound up too.
True.
No, there's both ways.
There, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that analytics doesn't factor in all those things on the other side. If you're playing a team that averages, which Michigan, they had the big game I know against the last game, but it wasn't like they've been off the charts on just racking up points.
No.
And so sometimes you're playing a team that you just go, hey, we have to score touchdowns down here because we can't keep up.
Right.
And I don't know if that was the case also going into it. That's just where analytics are, in my mind, are always a little bit different on what's going on.
Well, we had the stat in the week earlier that, again, Sharon Moore in his 15 games as head coach had failed to get to 300 yards of offense in 10 of those games.
Yeah.
So at that point, you say, all right, a field goal is good.
In this game, though, you mentioned Nebraska, a couple things they blew. You can always play that game. Michigan had a wide open receiver on a trick play. They should have scored.
Yep.
There's a lot of things you go back. He was open by 25 yards.
Right.
and
Underwood missed a guy in the end zone. I mean, he was pretty open.
Yeah, he was open. Yeah. Definitely, clearly
so you
open.
can play that game.
Yep.
I don't play
anytime you go, like I said, every time someone says, if someone ever says, well, just a couple of big runs, well, then you have to turn to Michigan and say, okay, now what plays do you want to talk about?
Exactly.
I want to talk about the wide open guy that we missed. I want to talk about this. So that evens
100%.
everything else out.
100%.
But just the analytics part to me, and this isn't about Nebraska, this is about everyone. Sometimes do they factor in some other things?
I got you. I just know in the moment I was like, all right, cool, do it. I mean,
yeah, I wasn't like up in arms, but I did think, I go, boy, 3 points here would be really huge to keep things, because what happened was they held him. Their punter, punter being Michigan, was horrific all game. It was horrible punting.
He had a bad game.
Bad game.
Michigan punter.
Yeah. I mean, the ball checked up, but then on that next drive was also a missed field goal. And so the two trips down inside deep in the territory produced no points. They got the ball at the 30, but they got no points off it, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct off of that?
I wonder if Rule was thinking, okay, maybe he knew that this was going to be a problem. We need 7 because we're going to have problems scoring.
Absolutely.
He might
always be in the fact. That's what you wonder with it.
Right. You wonder if he thought, if he knew, like we didn't mention last week, we were really worried about the pass rush. I don't think we didn't
mention it at all for Michigan.
No. And so maybe he knew.
Sacks.
Maybe he knew it was coming.
Yeah, because I talked about prior to, I said they're stout, not as twitchy.
Right.
And then on the show, on the TV broadcast, they talked about that Dana Holgerson said to Danielson that they're not anything in the inside like they were last year.
On the outside, they look good though.
They're very good. They're
twitchy.
Good. They're
like
good.
You said twitchy.
But when I watched them, when I watched them against Oklahoma, it wasn't like, oh man, it wasn't the same as last year. And like I said, that was said from it must have been, you have these meetings as coordinators with the announcers. You meet with them every time. And so Holgerson said that this isn't last year's Michigan.
So they got caught maybe. That most notable number was Raiola was under pressure on 24 of his 49 dropbacks. Half of his dropbacks, he was under pressure. They blitzed him 23 times. I guess that's what you're.
They didn't do that. They didn't blitz that much.
That's what Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that many blitzes. There was a lot of four-man rush.
That's a core. This is not Sipple stats. This is Pro Football stats. It says Michigan blitzed 23 times.
Now, some of the time they get confused, but that's okay.
They were in the backfield.
They get confused on add-ins. Like the Houseman sack he was man-to-man in the back. The back stayed in the block, then he added in. And so that's how he was there for that sack. So sometimes it appears as if it's a late blitz or something.
Do you buy under pressure on 24 of his 40? I do buy that. He was under pressure.
He was always under pressure.
It was not pretty. It was not pretty for the tackles. Yeah. Nebraska's tackles did not hold up.
No, that was alarming because those guys have been really good so far. Again, you haven't played elite competition, but Gatula and Prohaska this year, you didn't heard their names. That's for good reason. They've been done a good job. And early on, Prohaska gets pushed back, and then again, I'm not trying to call it. They all had problems. The whole entire line had issues. I'm not just calling one guy out, but everybody had issues on
mainly
Saturday.
The tackles.
Here's Matt Rule on the sacks and who was at fault for that.
Yeah, I think the fans were elite today. It was an amazing crowd. I think, the last thing I have a right to do right now is say anything. There was too much pressure on the quarterbacks, too much sacks. Yeah, I would say it's always a function of everything, but at the end of the day, they overwhelmed us some at times. I did feel like though, the field got tilted against us a little bit in the second half. I did feel like we kind of progressed a little bit there. At the end of the first half, we moved the ball in the third quarter. So I'll have to go back and look at it. Again, I think number one for them is he was an inside linebacker. They moved after last game to outside backer, and I thought he was dominant last week. I think he's a dominant player, but there'll be a lot for us to learn from. But yeah, I mean, our fans are elite. They'll be back out here in 2 weeks when we play Michigan State. We'll have to just learn from this.
So there was Well, his numbers, Rayola's numbers were what? 31 for 40 what?
He was, Raiola was in this game. Hang on, I get the stats pulled up here. Dylan was 30 of 41, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 7 sacks.
So what generally happens, and what showed up a lot, even on that last drive for Nebraska, was that, so if there were 7 sacks, which means you drop back, we're using
49
the ball
times.
49 times.
Yeah.
49 times, whatever it is. That's a lot. They were gassed. I've said on the show numerous times, what's the hardest, the most stressful strain on your body? Rushing the passer.
Michigan was gassed.
Michigan at the end, towards the end of that last drive, they didn't have, when they talk about fresh bodies, when they brought in the other four weren't like the first group.
They were gassed because they were
achieving success.
Right.
Well, yeah, but it was
getting home a lot.
Right. They probably didn't expect that much to get home. They didn't expect to get home.
7 sacks.
The left and right tackles were charged with 11 hurries and 3 sacks. 11 hurries that's a lot. I mean, you're getting, and I mean, I don't need the stats, just honestly. I saw it. I mean, they're getting beat bad.
There was at least one drive that Pritchett was in there at left tackle, right?
He played 6 snaps.
And he got a false start, I believe.
That was out. He was out.
Yeah.
Pritchett played 6 snaps. But they were getting whipped, and you could tell by the end of the second series, it was pretty clear. Okay, they got a problem that I didn't necessarily anticipate.
I didn't anticipate that.
No,
and then they answered back with, they were able to chip. They did some chipping with the running back there, but no, I did not anticipate that. And I knew that there'd be some pressure. Yes, absolutely. But I said they weren't the same inside as what they had been close to last year. Not even close.
No, but they had a couple guys. Derek Moore is a senior from Baltimore, and Rayshawn Benny's a senior from
Who's
Detroit.
number 7?
7. Oh, I got this. Got you. 7 is TJ Metcalf.
Is he the one that was moved from inside to outside linebacker?
Well, they list him as a DB, but they've moved him around. Are you maybe number 1? There's 1 you're talking about, Jayshon Barham. He's really
I thought
good.
it was 7 also. Maybe I was off on the number.
Barham had 2 tackles for loss.
To say I was locked in on the numbers of players, I wasn't. But I did get a chance to watch the whole game. I really enjoyed that.
So the Stool did not anticipate the pass rush being that big of a factor for Michigan.
I thought it'd be a factor. I thought it was a 2-sack game. 2.5.
Like that. 7.
Yeah.
7's a lot.
Don't forget, again, the opening drive, again, it's a lot of that scripted plays, but Nebraska, 10 plays, 70 yards. They moved the ball. And then
they moved it, but I'm telling you, Dylan had to.
Right.
Run for his life.
Dylan had crazy. He had the great play to escape to Lindemeyer for the long play because he escaped the sack. That was a great play by Dylan. Off schedule plays, as Bill talks about. That's when you have your biggest plays. And that happened a couple times for Dylan, but not enough in this ball game to avoid 7 sacks.
Yeah. And then you only run for like 43. I think that sack adjusted.
Yeah.
60. What do you have? 60 yards?
Emmett had 19 carries for 65 yards, average of 3.4.
They ain't gonna do it.
Rayola's negative 49 yards, or what brings that?
Well, I think
numbers.
And then Michigan was at 9 point something per play.
8.7 yards per rush for them.
At 9 point something per
ridiculous.
play.
They hit those home runs, which we did anticipate. I mean, I anticipated at least 1. I didn't anticipate the backup going 54.
No, that'd be Marshall.
Yeah,
Jordan Marshall. I mean, they had runs of 75, 54, and 37 for touchdowns this game. The Underwood one was up the middle. I mean, there was nobody even close to getting him.
No,
that was one
right after the interception. The gut.
There was not a quarterback probably in Division I that wouldn't have scored on.
I agree.
It was.
There's nobody.
You couldn't tell from the TV because all you saw was they just showed like a line. He's free, and then it's like there's no one there. And then they were playing a version of zone coverage pattern match, and it kind of it was a quarterback draw. So the no eyes on the ball. So there's some zones that are eyes on the ball. We could use the term country 3, which is 3 deep, 3 in it.
Country 3,
or a version of country of cover 2, or some versions of. I use the term spot drop by the linebackers. These were all pattern matches, so you're playing like a matchup zone in basketball. And everyone, if you watch the eyes, everyone's and then all the routes were all outside to clear it out for the quarterback draw. And so that's where their eyes. If that would have been a cover 2, the safeties would have closed. Sandwiched him 10, 12 yard gain. Probably.
And the D lineman looped outside, right?
Yeah, there was probably a twist. I'm sorry.
Twist.
But you have enough blockers to block all the D linemen. You do. Yeah. So when you don't have any second level players.
Would it matter if that guy doesn't twist?
What's that? Oh, there could be a chance on some stuff. Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch it again. But in the end, when if you say D line, you have the quarterback draw by yourself, And if he doesn't get him, he can go 90. You have to have some second levels to the defense.
This was 37.
Yeah.
Now, is this, Jake, this is where we got to get Jake's fandom invoked in the conversation. Are you up in arms?
No, I it was a concerning game. Didn't see 286 rushing yards coming. Thought they'd run the ball well, but not to that extent. But I even tweeted this out. I said, I'm the king.
Tweeted it out.
I am the king of pessimism. You guys know I am the king of
Did
pessimism.
you leave the stadium?
No, I was there the whole game.
That's been my first
I
question.
stayed until the clock struck 0. I was there. As the king of pessimism, you would think I'm going to be crazy. No, I still think this team can win 9 games this year. I think they can. The schedule is still not overly tough. Now, they got to get over themselves to beat Michigan State, who put up 31 points and lost to USC Saturday night.
Yeah.
Didn't look horrible in that game. And then Minnesota, of course, Maryland looked good against Wisconsin that win. There's no gimme wins, but they're still good enough offensively to outscore teams. I would think it might be some high scoring games this year for Nebraska.
What do you do at tackle though?
You'll still be favored. I mean, you still have a much better roster than you have 2 remaining. How many games are left? 8?
8 games left.
8 games.
8 games.
In 7 of the 8, you have a good, just as good or better roster. USC's about even. Penn State's probably a better roster. The other 6, you clearly have a better roster.
I think you got to win close games though, obviously. And the tackle thing concerns me. I mean, if anybody that has
is there a chance that Michigan's is a lot better than we thought defensively than the other defensive lines too?
There's a chance.
They got a week to get right now before Michigan State.
Michigan's a good football team, and their schedule adds up for them because they look to me like they're a 10-2 team. I don't know who can beat them besides Ohio State. It'll be tough. They don't have they don't play Penn State. They don't play Oregon.
They play USC,
and they don't play some of the.
Yeah, they play USC.
And they play USC out there, and so that will be a tough game. That'll be a game. But I tell you one thing, USC. After I watched the whole Nebraska game, they watched the USC Michigan game.
You like them?
USC on defense isn't even remotely close to Michigan up front. Not even close.
They're not.
Not even in the
twitchy
ballpark.
On the edge.
A little twitchy. They'll have some guys running around. But it's a game you can hand the ball off. But that will be a tough one for
Bill. That's the other thing about Nebraska. I don't know if he can hand the ball off and move down the field. I haven't seen it. I mean, I saw it against Houston Christian and Akron, which games now I'm throwing out. I mean, I'm just throwing.
Emmett ran pretty well against Cincinnati, though.
Pretty well, 25 for 108.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, that's good.
That's respectable.
That's good. 25 for 108 is good. That's 4.3 a carry. Maybe you can. I'm not overly pessimistic. I'm kind of like you. I wouldn't go to 9. I'm just kind of back down to 8.
As a person who's very pessimistic, I'm not saying they will get there. I said there is still a path to 9 wins. I'm not. That does not throw me off of the season's over. That is not me by any means. No way. Disappointing loss how it happened in terms of the yards given and the sacks allowed, but I don't think that this season's over by any means for Nebraska.
Penn State will have a tough time. I mean, you'll have a tough time at Penn State. That'll be tough.
Yep.
USC's at home, and they don't have a great D-line. It's not even close to what you just matched. So with that being said, Maeva, he's going to do a lot of great things and make some wows on both sides. Like, oh, wow, that was bad. Oh, wow, that was good. But he's much more daunting than Underwood is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, much more daunting. I was
going to ask you who
100
take.
Maeva right now.
Jeez, I like Underwood.
Underwood's a good player, but he was. And the funny thing is, you listen to the others talk about 2 sides. If you read the Michigan side, they're up in arms of how this game ended, and that it was ended up being a 3-point game. They're just the fans are just up.
They thought they should have blown him out.
Just read what's his name? Portnoy? Is that his name?
Dave Portnoy. Well, he's a very biased fan.
Well, no, but no, he's mad at Michigan.
He is.
He's like, no, this was. And there was a time when it looked like it was going to get. I mean, Nebraska got the break.
Second quarter looked trouble.
No, the third quarter was when it got really trouble.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was 10. It was 10 to.
Yeah, but it looked like it was going to 17-0 in the second quarter.
They were down. It did.
True.
They were down 10 points, and then they get the taunting call. On the sideline, and they're going to get the ball back today at probably about the 40, their own 40.
That was to be Nebraska's third straight 3-and-out to start the half. Because the first 3, I mean, they get the touchdown, of course, to tie it up, the Hail Mary. You take momentum into halftime, and then they come out in the second half.
They did have.
And here's what happened: they go 3 plays, 5 yards, punt. 3 plays, -6 yards, punt. They're going to go 3-and-out, and then they make the field goal, 12 plays, 55 yards because of the taunting. Yeah, that should have been another punt. 3-and-out to start the half, but that gave Nebraska life.
There were some massive coaching errors at times at Michigan, and and that was one of them, because that taunting, they showed the taunting over where he kept doing this, which is like, that's a signal a receiver makes when he thinks he's made a catch on the sideline. But Michigan, they were doing it to that point all the time.
What is
they
that?
They do this like they're catching
receivers
the ball.
think they
like they're imitating a receiver who thinks he just caught the ball on the side. It's a catch. So they were doing it, but they were doing it all game. At some point in time, someone should have said something to him. The DB coach should have been like, knock it off. Because you could, I mean, I saw it several times. I'm like, dude, you're gonna. I saw it early in the first quarter. It's like I go, you're gonna get called for that. You don't get to do. Then they got the sideline. Sometimes if you're just doing it, but you're not towards anyone, but once you do it towards someone, taunting, and it was like, but I saw it. I mean, that would have been the first thing as a DB coach or any coach. I'd call down right away. Hey, knock it off. Yeah. They're going to call this. They're going to call this. Don't do it.
No, so Nebraska did not capitalize on the Hail Mary in terms of momentum in the third quarter. They gave up a 54-yard run to Marshall, and and that kid hit a 56-yard field goal.
That field goal?
That was incredible.
I remember I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Wow. Laura was home at the time, and I even said, I wouldn't kick this. I wouldn't give Nebraska the ball at the 40-yard line or whatever it is. I said, I would just punt it and play field position right now. And bam, boom.
He's standing on the end for that kick.
It was good for another 10 yards.
Yeah, he nailed it.
It was high in the net. It wasn't like that it just inch over. It was like, oh my.
So Michigan grabbed momentum in the third quarter. Well, Nebraska probably should.
I hate to be alarmist here, but again, you mentioned the USC game is winnable at home. One stat that concerns you from what we just saw the last game: USC against Michigan State had 289 rushing yards.
Yep. They got a kid from Hutchinson.
Just remember,
Waymon Jordan.
Yeah, Waymon Jordan.
18 carries for 157.
Just remember, Lincoln Riley wants to run the football.
Yeah.
When he was at Oklahoma, they ran the football. That's what they did.
They got running backs.
They run the football.
He wants
to run it.
Jake, who's the guy they had last year?
Woody Marks.
Playing for the Texans now.
Yeah.
All Big Ten. And then they went and got a kid. You still get players from Hutchinson?
Yeah, junior college, they still exist. Absolutely.
Waymon Jordan.
Yeah, so that part, and I said I did drift in and out a little bit. I did kind of come. That game was up till
it started
it long.
10.
It's 10. It's like
I watched the first quarter and a half of that game. I got to go to bed. Tired.
The airs. I'm sure that Biff, which did an awesome job, which we'll hear from him later. But yeah. But
I'll play one thing from Biff right now.
Okay,
is that fine? This is Biff with CBS Sports and post game. How he's going to celebrate the win. Biff Poggi.
What are you going to do tonight to celebrate?
I'm going to eat some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream with my wife and smoke a Cuban cigar, and then probably go to the hospital.
Biff. Guys, smoke a Cuban cigar.
And probably go to the hospital. I'm gonna have some Haagen-Dazs ice cream, coffee ice cream, and have
my wife,
smoke a Cuban cigar, and then probably go to the hospital.
He's the best. We'll have more from Biff later on.
But I'm sure that he is. I remember watching the game, and it was like it's epic. What's going to happen? Michigan had to call the timeout right before half. Yes. They had to call the timeout with 12 or 13 seconds.
They didn't.
And then Nebraska would have to punt, because if they run a play, don't get the ball. Now it's Michigan's ball at the 50.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. They just think they're going to let it. Well, I'm watching this going I'm like, Nebraska's going to throw it. There's no reason to let the clock run out.
With 1 second.
With 1 second.
Sure.
And then I'm watching it, and I'm telling you right now, fireable offense, I would say right now, I would never, I would be fired. Or the D staff would have got fired for what went on at Michigan on defense. They didn't call a timeout. Mm-hmm. I'm watching them. They're in a 4-man rush, and they didn't line up in victory, which means they're not coming after them, which you can do at that time. Mm-hmm. But when they first showed the film, there's the deepest guy was at the 20-yard line. The ball had to go into the end zone. They got guys playing underneath zone. And then so here's the deal. There's only supposed to be one guy with eyes on ball. The rest of them are boxing out their guys. You box them out. That's what you do. Michigan just kind of drifted back there, and they throw it. And then, which you saw what happened when BYU hit their game winner here. Flushed out to the right, no one there, right?
Same.
They didn't even have
all the time.
They had no plan, and they let Raiola go to his right
forever. He was out there forever.
So it was
nobody around.
It was a coaching error of all coaching errors on the Michigan defense.
Bad.
And it was like, it could have been a game changer.
Yep. Well, what kind of,
It was at the time. It was a game changer.
Yeah. We'll get to more of the game as we go on the show. Before we get to break, though, if you're hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincolnville, where would you send breakers to today?
Early Bird, the Bird.
The Bird at 19th and K.
The Bird.
They have free, spacious parking. They get breakfast tacos, breakfast nachos, waffles, French toast, every breakfast food you want.
Pastels.
Including the world-famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes.
Stop by Early Bird today, 19th and K.
Please,
Open right now until 2 p.m.
Please ID yourself, hash hole guy, from when I was walking
Who
up.
was that? On the bridge.
When I was walking up the salmon stream.
I can't believe you did that.
And then also I'm in orange.
So was it? I mean, if you hugged right, was it okay?
It was manageable. Okay. I did get some look. The problem is now, it'd have been totally manageable. Why was it not manageable?
Orange shirt.
No, it wasn't manageable because everyone's just looking at their phones when they're walking.
Yeah, they're not.
And so like that, it's like I go, I am on the right here. I'm not trying to come through the middle.
Make way, coming through. When we come back, Indiana is terrifying. Once again, discuss that next in early break.
6.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Midwest Bank is proud to serve Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank making local decisions, supporting community organizations, and helping businesses succeed with 10 locations throughout the state, from Wisner to Deschler, Norfolk to York, and right here in Lincoln too. Whether you're opening a checking account, buying your first home, in need of an ag loan, or in search of cash management services for your business, we're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you've been affected by recent storms or need an affordable roofing solution, it's time to call Meadowlark Exteriors. They offer premium upgrades on new styles in both roofing and siding for residential or commercial projects. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye Spot Spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
The Nebraska Lottery announces a great new lotto game for our state, Nebraska Pick 4. What's so great about it? Well, it costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize, there are drawings every day, and you could choose from 6 different bet types. If you like Nebraska Pick 3, you're going to love Nebraska Pick 4. So stop into your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer and play today. It's the game you've been waiting for. Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week and attractive benefits package and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Sipple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It was a disappointing loss Saturday, but sounds like per Phil Ruhlman, it was a very busy weekend at Ruhlman's Steakhouse. Now, of course, off today and tomorrow, back open Wednesday.
Philman.
But thank you to the Breakers who stopped by, got the cookie skillet, got great steaks. Make plans to stop there
He
Wednesday.
had a photo last night of a 40-ounce T-bone dry aged.
Phil did?
Phil did. Phil did.
On Facebook?
On Facebook.
You and your Facebook.
I know. I kind of like it.
It's news source.
Yeah, I'm not a TikTok guy.
That's fine.
But if you could, look that pic. Phil, chime in. I know he's listening to that. Did you eat the 40-ouncer last
Yeah, was
night?
that your
I
treat,
saw a
Phil?
photo of a 40-ounce dry aged T-bone. I couldn't imagine
Is
what
that a
was like.
one-person deal?
Oh, I tell you right now, that would be.
That's
There's
a
no way.
Big meal.
Could you and Laura even eat that
I
together?
don't think together.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
don't think so.
think together we could have got that
No.
down.
That's for a big dude.
Yeah. So Phil, let us know. Now the movie The Great Outdoors, he ate the 96er. He ate a 96-ounce steak, which was incredible.
Farley says he can eat a 40-ounce.
I'm sure he could.
Could you eat 40 ounces?
Well, on a T-bone
He's-
too.
that's sometimes a
there's going to be a
bottomless
lot
pit.
of bone in there, so it's going to be.
Sure, it's not 40 ounces of meat.
Good point. Yeah.
Good point.
Stop
You
by.
get a 40-ounce fillet. Buckle up.
That's
Yeah, that's going to be.
There's hardly no fat.
No fat.
There's
Nothing.
no
just
bone. This is all
nothing.
meat.
Just what do you want? I want meat.
God dang, I
All
like
of
some
it.
fat on that. I do.
Well,
I love
Blaze,
a New
not
York
for you
strip.
then.
Marty had a New York strip.
Is that way?
Yeah, Marty had that.
Check out Ruhlman's Highway 6 in
Thanks,
Ashland.
Phil.
Closed today and tomorrow. Back open Wednesday. Okay. Indiana is back to being extremely terrifying. Now, Bill watched the game last week and told us, hey, they're back. The first two games they didn't look great in. They killed Indiana State 70-0, and then they proved that we're a problem. 63-10. There's a lot of stats in this game.
How mad Sip
Against
is. He's
Illinois.
so mad. He hates Sig so bad. It just bothers him.
Let me start this one, though. How about this? Indiana, 312 rushing yards. Illinois, 2. I repeat, 312
to what?
2 rush yards for Illinois.
That's
this
rough.
game was 7-all in late first quarter. It wasn't like it was 21-zip early, and then the route came on.
In the
route.
in the touchdown by Illinois, completely busted coverage. The corner just dropped him. I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea. And turned the guy loose that had busted coverage to get the one touchdown. After that, I mean, they blocked a punt for a touchdown. The guy blocked it and scooped and scored himself. And when I say he blocked it, it was like Farley. It was he was so
Farley. That's a picture, Bill.
It was so clean. He just came off the edge. And I mean, Illinois got beat on every aspect of the game that you could imagine. And I did watch all of it. And I know there's two people that hate this for sure, and that's Sip and then my good friend Jeff Urkovich. Urkovich gets so mad at me about Indiana because and I'm like, if you don't enjoy the story of being 15-2, it's an incredible story. It is. And they just beat the number 9 team by over 53 points.
I'm learning to like Sigs.
And if you don't, here's the deal. The only reason
I'm proud of you.
The only
for that.
reason people don't like him is because he wins.
He's brash.
And he wins.
You want to hear brash? Here's Signetti post-game about destroying Illinois' will to win from Saturday night.
That's what I saw on tape too, and I thought our defensive line could whip their offensive line, and we did. And they came out and played with tempo early, and give him time to throw. He's going to get the ball where it's got to go. And I think the sacks were huge. The block punt got us going, and then they couldn't stop us. They couldn't match up on the perimeter. And then, we broke their will and just pounded them.
Big Daddy.
And he said he enjoys being the Grinch in the second half with a big lead. I don't know what that means.
When I said that Indiana had 312 rushing, you think, okay, probably a slow passing game. Nope. Fernando Mendoza, 21 for 23, 267, 5 touchdowns, no picks.
Mendoza is playing at an incredible rate.
He is awesome.
Who's Danny in the Dusty and Danny show?
Dusty Dvorak and Danny Cannell.
Okay. Danny Cannell says that Mendoza could be number 1 overall.
That was his thought in CBS Sports. They had that projection this offseason.
He does. Just go watch the game. It looks remarkable.
Number 1 overall.
And also, he gets coached hard. Siggs gets after him. So I told you last time when he kept the ball and it should have been a give, he called timeout and just brought his quarterback over and just ripped him. And so he coaches him hard. I tell you what, though, do his players like him?
Yeah.
They do, because you can tell they're like going, yeah, this is kind of how it is. Steve, we grew up loving the NBA, right? We watched the NBA. You still watch it a lot. Tell me the last time we were just livid with the Atlanta Hawks coaching staff. Never, because they never won. That's the only reason people don't like people. The only people you don't like is winning coaches.
True.
There's no hate of right now. You're not going like, man, Stanford's coach.
It's envy. It's jealousy. How can this guy at the school that's been horrible forever?
Hold on now.
Make the playoffs year 1 and run it back maybe year 2.
I don't. Now listen, I respect what they did. 63-10.
I'm good when someone says when
I respect.
Burke just wants to fight me for no reason. I'm fine if they just say, man, I got incredible respect for him. I just don't like him.
That's it.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But it comes back with other arguments that make no sense.
I respect what they did profoundly. You have to almost put Indiana now in the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
100%.
Is an echelon the same as echelon? Just want to know.
Echelon.
I mean, tell me why. Right. Tell me why Indiana.
You're absolutely right.
Words.
Tell me why Indiana can't win the conference. Why? Why can't they?
63-10. Would Ohio State do that to Illinois?
Probably not.
I don't know.
They'll play them in a couple
of
weeks.
They didn't do it to Ohio.
Illinois plays USC this weekend at home, 11 a.m. game. We'll see how they respond.
Oh yeah.
Illinois hosts USC 11 a.m. Saturday.
Wouldn't that be fun to go to?
How about this? But they do go can Indiana make the playoffs again? It'll be hard. They go to Oregon and to Penn State. Ooh. To Oregon and to Penn State. If they one of them at home, imagine that scene.
Do they really?
Yeah, they go to Oregon, and so that's going to be really hard. Now, did they play Iowa? Is it next?
Indiana plays at Iowa this Saturday. They're 7.5 point favorites.
What about 2 lost Indiana?
To those 2 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hope Illinois plays well because what's your win, what's your loss?
Illinois is out. They're out.
No, I know that, but you want them to be a good win.
Oh, I get you. But wouldn't you say Illinois right now, if they won out, they're out? You can't lose 63-10.
No. Oh God, no. One loss. Oh no, they're in. You just said one.
No, they're in.
No, absolutely.
That means they beat Ohio State.
I don't
Nebraska's in as a layup too. Nebraska wins
look
out.
At that and go, you lost.
Nebraska goes 11-1, loses to Michigan.
Illinois plays Ohio State. That takes away that loss.
Yeah, and they play USC.
Yeah, they got. If they beat Ohio State, this loss is horrible. But it's
horrible because it ain't gonna happen anyway. Yeah. But
they host Ohio State.
Yeah, they're not beating Ohio State, and they're not probably.
The impressive part with Indiana is that they are significantly better this year than they were last year. They're better.
They have a better quarterback
because their quarterback is way better.
We liked Rourke. We did. But Rourke's not Mendoza.
He's 21 for 23 for 5 touchdowns against
267,
Illinois,
the 9th ranked team in the country.
267. He completed his last 7.
If that happened here, you would be like, why is Israel not top selection for Heisman right now?
Well, Mendoza's getting that.
I think Mendoza now is number 2 behind Mateer as of this morning. Again, it's week 4, but Mendoza's seen as number 2 behind Mateer as of right now.
He completed his last 17. It was like he's playing Akron.
Indiana.
He threw for 50% last year.
You're right.
Cal.
It's like they were playing Akron, and it was 9th ranked Illinois. Unbelievable.
I'm giving Siggs props.
Siggs.
Oh.
When we come back, Bills, Thrills, and Song of the Day next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Fuhrer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Fuhrer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. Hey, Husker fans, Max 10 is turning up the excitement this season. They're giving away a pair of Husker volleyball tickets, and every time you tan, you're entered to win. Experience the 2025 season tour featuring high-pressure tanning, rejuvenating red light therapy, and flawless spray tanning, all for just $20.25. Look good, feel amazing, and cheer on the Lady Huskers in style. Max Tan, take it to the max.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The Nebraska Lottery announces a great new lotto game for our state, Nebraska Pick 4. What's so great about it? Well, it costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize, there are drawings every day, and you could choose from 6 different bet types. If you like Nebraska Pick 3, you're going to love Nebraska Pick 4. So stop into your favorite Nebraska lottery retailer and play today. It's the game you've been waiting for. Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
On a bench, our frustration. If we don't.
Once again, your song of the day from 1969. You can't always get what you want by the Rolling Stones. 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
As good as it gets, Jake. The opening line of Steve Wood, I'm surprised I didn't go here with lyrics like that. I saw her today at the reception. That's the first
That's the
line.
first line.
First line. And it's 1969. I want you to think about that. It's 1969, and that's what people are driving around in their 69 Chevelle listening to.
Oh,
imagine that.
I'm imagining it right now.
That is better times, Jake. 9-9.
Whoa! I did not. I did
No.
not. I did not see that happen.
And I won't. There's not a lot of 9-9 Rolling Stone songs. I have a lot of good ones, but not in that. This is their all-time. My all-time favorite. So,
did you mean to do a theme?
Yeah, it was a theme. 100%.
Yeah. So I'm down on the theme, but the song is just.
I kind of like the theme.
Well, the theme's good too. I'm just down that.
You want to break this skid to rank teams. You want Rule to get the big win. You can't always get what you want.
Yeah, it's high. I mean,
sadly,
I go 8-5. 8-5.
I didn't see these high scores coming today.
Oh,
because we've had Stone songs that didn't get high scores.
Same thing. Me and Steve have heard the song 6,000 times, minimum.
The best Stone song is "Bitch." That is. It is. That's the best one. The horns in that song are incredible.
That's good. Yeah, I'm not pushing back on it. This is my favorite.
I got you. 9-9.
Anything from the Breakers?
You want to guess Rudy's score first?
Oh, Rudy's score. Yeah, he's gonna like that. He's gonna like it a lot. It's gonna be 8-2.
7-2 says this really is a Husker anthem.
Wow, Rudy with the commentary.
With the commentary.
I like the commentary.
I like Rudy.
Short
Always
and sweet.
and he has great penmanship. You ever
He
notice that?
does. He does
You can
write
always
well.
read it very well from a distance. Thank you,
You're,
Rudy.
you're never squinting, saying, "What's that say?" You
What
know
is
what
that?
it says.
No.
Clear. Text line breakers.
Hey, one other thing. You can play a female artist.
We'll get there.
How about
we
Donna,
we
how
have
about Donna Summer?
I think I've played hot stuff before. Is that Donna Summer? Is that Donna Summer?
I think it is.
I think that's her biggest song.
I think I played
That's her.
I think I played. I think I played
her
hot
biggest
stuff.
song. Is that one? I don't know. Besides that song for Donna
Last
Summer.
Dance.
What's that?
Last Dance.
Last Dance. Yeah, let's do some Donna
Yeah, we'll
Summer.
see. I'll
Linda
surprise you
Ronstadt.
soon. Vernon Dakin 7, Sandmaster and Casey 8-2, Houston Houston says fitting, 7-3. Ryan in California, 8-9. Kevin in Centennial, Colorado, 9-1. Shamia, 6-7. Bill and Bennett, very appropriate, 8-5. Who's 5?
Nice guy.
Good job, guys. That was good, though.
He says Husker fans never get what we want. Bird.
That streak is
Terrible.
remarkable.
It's terrible. 28 straight.
0-28.
0-28.
And the one win they had was a team that ended 4-8 that year.
Easy.
Just saying. They didn't end very good. Monday's song from somebody, it's Jane and Wahoo, 8.9 on this one. Sarah and Fallbrook, 6. Feels fitting on that one. Scooter and Roca, yes, 9.5. Just says yes is his comment.
Scooter, great seeing you.
Gavin and Pender, 10.
Thank you, Gavin.
Sean in Omaha.
Gavin gave it a 10.
Yeah, it did. Well, I went 9.9.
Sean in Omaha, your friend that you met at a speech, says the organ playing is amazing in that song, 8.9.
Yeah.
Coach Libby, 8.8. Big B, timeless song, 10.
Did you know Dick Libby?
I didn't, but I'd like to. Coach, would you stop down?
Taj in Watertown, South Dakota, 10 on that one. Jennifer, 6. Hubby, 7-1.
I said Coach Libby.
Well, I'm sure it's someone. It's like a son.
Yeah, okay. Jennifer, 6. Hubby, 7-1. We saw them before the pregame at the pregame show too.
Jennifer, 6. Hubby,
7-1.
Wow, that's high.
Double G, 8.
They brought their granddaughter.
They did.
It was nice.
I cannot forget YouTube. Then we'll move on. Chris, 6'4". Robert, 8'9". Heyman, 6'9". The conservative Husker, 8'9". Troy, 5'8". Albert, 6. Brad, 9'2". Genghis, 8'2". Better times. Doug in Idaho, 7. Idaho at 7:06 in that one.
What did Heyman give it?
6'9".
That's embarrassing, Rick.
Doesn't like the Stones. Song of the day, again, is You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones. It is time for a Monday edition of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is this gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Dynert Contracting. Randy! Need help with remodels for your kitchen, bath, or whole house? There's one place to call. It's Dynert Contracting. 402-417-5204. Call or text or email him at dynertcontracting@hotmail.com.
Randy and Duke had an epic tailgate also. I was not able to make it over to that, but they had an epic tailgate.
They do it together?
What's that? They did it together.
Nice.
Yes. Very teamed up on that.
They're
So
friends.
let's see how this thing resonates.
All
This
right.
is more of a, let's do some football education.
Okay.
When is it fine to cross the line? Or are you a tool if you dabble with the rule? When is it fine to cross the line? Or are you a tool if you dabble with the rule? The OU hideout play.
Ooh.
The most discussed play.
Ooh.
It'll be one of the most discussed plays
Ooh.
of the season.
Yep.
Of what went on. And then in a game of that nature, what happened on a 2nd and 22 that took place so what happened in the play, and just so everyone knows, the SEC, they've reviewed this and said epic bust by the officials. So what it is that they've made it very clear in the rule book of any sort of deception in the substitution pattern, whether there is a substitution or no substitution. It is very clear. So I'm going to take you back in time. So one of the things you had to work on forever because of this, which they just took it away basically, was on field goals. That was the epic time for the hideout when they'd race the field goal team on, and then the kickoff, and then here come the offense, and you get this big ball of 22 people, and they'd only have 10 go out for the kickoff, and one guy would hide out on the sideline. There's several clips of it. I would show it to our special teams guys of how to always check the sideline, always try to look to the sideline to see if we have enough players. And from the box, you're always looking for this too. And it's an epic cheat. Because go back on this one too. When in any other sport, when do you see in volleyball, we're trying to see if we can play with 7. When does that happen? When in basketball do you go, listen, we're going to put 6 out there on defense for this last play and see if we can get by. There's never a time in any sport where all of a sudden it's like, hold it.
No.
End of the World Series. Let's just play a rover. Let's play a guy. let's play a guy. Let's play 10 on the field.
It's like a guy cherry picking
yeah,
basketball.
it's just like it's in this. There's no other time.
No.
So they've made it clear that we're not jacking with this with any sort of substitution. So here's what happened on the play.
Okay.
The guy ran out. There was no one that came
Oklahoma
in,
receiver.
but he ran to the sideline and stayed.
Oklahoma.
He was walking as if he was walking off the field. It was clear that it was deception.
Don't like it.
It was clear that it was deception.
Don't like it.
And then they end up throwing. They snap the ball quickly, get lined up, unabated touchdown. And it was 2nd and 22. On the play, not only should it have been a no touchdown, it should have been a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct.
Really?
Yes. So it's a huge play. When someone says turn to a huge play. And so, giving an example, like I said, I would study that and look at it. So here's the caveat to it. I tried this talking to officials on game day, and I tried it in the off season. Here's what I'm trying to do, and I would explain how I was going to try to sub out and get the hidden play. And they're just like, they look at me, Bill. No, it's deception.
Illegal.
It's illegal. You can't do it. Any form of this.
Stop talking.
Stop. It was like, and I did. I just stopped talking. Yeah. I didn't even try it. So the interesting part was when this play was designed, everyone knew it was deception, and you knew in the meeting room that this is not. You can't do this.
How do
you knew that
as an official?
And the head coach had to also know, hey, we're going to run this play, but that this is not a legal play. We cannot do this.
They pushed into the playbook an illegal play.
When Oregon put 10 on the field last year, this is different. In the playbook, it doesn't say, it just says if you play with 12, here's the penalty. Yeah. That's what it tells you. Illegal participation, here is the penalty.
Okay.
This one, it's not like, it's like, well, there is a penalty, but you can't do it. That's why the rule got changed within seconds. In the NFL, if you line up with 12 on the field or like that, at any point in time, the flag's thrown immediately. Huh. You cannot have 12 out there during that time of how it plays out.
Okay.
So it's cleared up. Very, very, very clear. There'll be some pushback. I mean, but the SEC even said monster error by us, was not officiated correctly. We missed it. But the interesting part is when you sat down and designed the play, you knew what you were designing.
It's kind of cheap, right?
You were designing a play, and it says right in the rule book whether there's a substitution or not. And you watch him walk off. Now, I heard something that was really crazy.
He never got off, though, right?
No, and he was clearly below the numbers.
Right.
He was clearly hiding on the sideline. Because I told you this time, it was a classic play. I saw my dad we did it at Scribner and threw the ball to Don Schroeder on a hidden guy on the sideline. Did the same thing. And it was like, it was a common thing that came up. That's why everyone says, listen, how are we going to, we can't jack with the number of guys on the field because no other sport does this exist on a sub. Like how can they also, they're playing with 12? What could happen with this situation? So it's just but in the bowels of the system during the week, it was like, we're going to run this. And then also you would never run that play if the head coach didn't have knowledge.
True.
It's really interesting.
Because if it looked over and they got called on it and the head coach was like, what did we just do? We ran the hidden play.
What was that?
If you listen to the announcer, I think it was Teddy Lehman, the former linebacker for Oklahoma, All-American.
Yeah,
I think he won the Buckus, if I'm correct. When they score the touchdown, he's the radio guy. He goes, the old hidden play, the old hidden man play. And it was like, so you had to know, you talk through this. We're going to do something here. And you can try to justify it in your mind all you want, but you can't. There's no justification.
Did they show Hugh Freeze and his reaction on the sideline to this or not?
Well, one thing, they caught it that he was over there and they were trying to call timeout.
Okay.
He was more mad about A, hidden man, B, that they didn't let him allow to get the timeout.
Okay.
But that's an epic call because that goes back to like 3rd and 30 something on the play. And that's a play of a walk-in touchdown in a one-score game. That's a big play.
Is it possible that Venables just didn't know it was an illegal play?
Impossible. I'm telling you, everyone's tried it. We thought through it.
Impossible.
It was just like,
Then he knowingly put an illegal play in.
That's what it appears to be. I'm
not big on that.
That's what I'd like to hear from the breakers on. Also,
I'm not big on that.
But when you look at it, there is no way to push back. The SEC's like, we missed it. But on this early morning was also interesting. Dusty Dvorak said that the line judge checked him in, which the guy was like let him know, hey, I'm in the game, and the referee said, cool.
So he never went out.
But still, it's still a deception. You don't have to.
No,
I
know.
If you watch him walking off, it's clear he's leaving to leave the game.
Right. You can see. I saw it on TikTok,
and that's
it was a clear deception. It was clear deception.
No matter how you cut it, there's no way around it.
So he never got off the field.
It was deception. Never got off the field.
But he was walking off.
The part that's intriguing is what was going on Wednesday and Tuesday. when they ran the play in practice. You're going like,
they
had to work on it.
I'm very surprised by that.
And you're watching, they went hurry to the ball. So they called it the play before. Hey, we're going to run this, then we're going to run whatever it is.
Tell me this, Bill. Are you just counting on officials' ineptitude in that situation?
Yes.
Jeez.
That's what you're counting
on.
That's
a bad look for everybody.
The guy gave a thumbs up.
The
guy gave him a thumbs up. The ref.
That's what they said this morning, which I didn't hear that until this morning. But it's a bad look for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, how's
not for Hugh though? I mean,
can you? No, exactly. Can you imagine just right now we do a show for Huskers? Can you imagine if that happened yesterday or Saturday? I mean, if that happened Saturday to Nebraska.
Oh, to Nebraska.
There would just be that, or
up in arms.
It'd be up in arms. You're like, are you kidding me? What? How can this
I'm
happen?
just surprised. I guess I'm just surprised, but I'm not being a Puritan here.
Well, I heard someone say no one subbed in, so it's clean. That's not true. It's very clear in the rule book. With substitution or without substitution.
They had 11 out there.
Yeah, they had 11.
Right.
11 stayed out there, but that's not the case.
But if you see it, Jake, the guy was meandering off the field.
I'm gonna guess that Sooner fans don't feel bad about this. I don't think if Nebraska, I don't think Nebraska fans would feel bad. Now, is it right? No. But
the question is the biggest question in ethics comes down to how practiced was this? And did you know?
Was this a big part of the week?
Because I'm just telling you, as a coach, I tried it. I tried to figure out a way to, what can I do to make this legal? And they just kept saying,
no,
you can't. Bill, you can't. What if we, no. Well, how about this?
Well, how do these officials not know that?
That they do. They do.
This crew, though, just blew it.
Yeah, and it was an epic fail. And it's written up. The SEC released a statement. But guess what? So they called Hugh yesterday. Sorry, Hugh. Massive error by us. Okay, does that help us to get to replay the game? No, you guys still lost.
Got your loss.
You guys still lost. Sorry, buddy. I mean,
I can see why he would be angry.
And this is different than a missed call. There was a face mask they missed. That happens. There's a PI that happens. This was a deception play.
They knowingly broke the rules, which is interesting to me. I mean, you knowingly put a play in that you knew was against the rules.
And probably practiced it all week long.
Absolutely.
Bill, what is the headline one more time, please?
That's interesting, Bill.
I've got it right here, Jake. Thanks for asking. When is it fine to cross the line? Or are you a tool if you dabble with the rule?
Tool.
You're a
tool.
That is a Football Facts Monday.
I'm going tool.
Bill's Thrills. When we come back, more discussion. Nebraska, Michigan, hour 2, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gainett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gainett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gainett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye Spot Spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. It doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
Experience an electric vehicle firsthand at LES's EV Ride and Drive, September 28th at the LES Operations Center. Registration is open now, but spots are limited. Visit les.com/drive to reserve your drive.
M-Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store, is ready for homecoming season. There's no time to wait. Visit today to help your student find that perfect outfit for their homecoming. M-Suits has a selection of ties and bow ties to match any homecoming dress color you can think of. M-Suits Clothiers, 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Second hour is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Shin Daddy have going on today on a Monday in Creighton, Bill?
He's taking off Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's bye-week.
Bye-week.
So he's taking off Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But he is collecting. Some people, one which we know he's from Norfolk, was upset with Shin Daddy's pick against Rutgers, Iowa. That didn't go well, but he did go 2 for 3 he did win on the.
That's good.
He won on the. If you're betting, yeah, it's pretty good.
2 for 3
every week.
That's good
That'd be a
percentage.
good deal. He won on the North Texas at Army overtime, 45-38 or whatever it was.
Wow. North Texas wins
in overtime, and then Western Kentucky covering also, and I'm drawing a blank against Nevada, I believe it was. Nevada. That was, and so he missed out on the Rutgers one, which was hard, very much so, very hard. And so,
how about Iowa put up 38 points in that game?
Great
on
win.
the road.
Yeah,
great win. Full house at Rutgers.
Their offense looks good. They can't stop anything defensively.
Oh man,
Rutgers.
they're bad.
I watched that game. It was.
What did Iowa score? 41?
No, 38.
38. They scored 38.
It took back the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and the offense was still very good in that game.
And Rutgers had the ball. I mean, they were ahead 28-24.
Yes,
and that Rutgers couldn't slow anyone down.
Yeah, it's not like Iowa has a great offense.
That's the whole reason you think you would win, because like, hey, if you want to get right, who do you want to play?
They're slow.
Iowa. If you sit there and say, listen, we got to play a Big Ten team, who do you guys want to play? Well, I don't want to play Purdue that bad. They put 30 on Notre Dame. You know, how about Iowa? I think I'd pick Iowa.
Slow.
And they put up 38 points on them. And it was kind of an ass kicking.
They whooped them.
Yeah.
I wish I had the sound, but in the Colts-Titans game yesterday, so the Colts punted for the first time this year, and the Broncos said,
really?
This is a punt. If you don't know what a punt is, go watch Iowa football. That's what he said on the CBS Sports broadcast. Yeah. This is the first time they punted in 260 days. You know what a punt is? Go watch Iowa football. They're like, wow, catching strays in the NFL came randomly yesterday.
That's awesome.
That's what they said.
Why would he say that?
I wish I had the sound. Find
awesome.
that if you can. That was
that
a
is
great call.
That's a big win for for the Hawks. They did look a little better on offense. I thought there's no way Rutgers loses this game. Not that. I didn't think they would.
Iowa's still really physical. Man, they're physical. I will give them that.
But Rutgers was taking shots down the field. Like, they took so many deep shots. They connected. And I like the receiver strong they have. He had like 160 yards. He was really good in that game for Rutgers.
Yep. Calic Manis is playing well.
Yeah, he had good stats, but Rutgers loses 38-28 to Iowa. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Again, Nebraska's in their bye week 3-1, losing to Michigan 30-27. And I'm curious, we talk about mid-season changes. Now, when Bill took over defensive for Nebraska in 2022, you saw instant changes. Things improved immediately, and that's a big credit to Bill for figuring things out. But for Nebraska, your personnel doesn't change. You can maybe change some things up, who's playing, who's not, but you've had some issues stopping the run. Is there anything, Bill, that you can do to alleviate the problems you're having in your two tough games, Cincinnati and Michigan? Run defense has been horrible, but what can get changed during the bye week and the rest of the Big Ten play to not let this problem continue going further?
Well, there's a couple things with it. Obviously, there's not a lot of magic to it. I know in the NFL you can get some different personnel, you can pick people up and make some different things, but that's still hard even at that level to be able to do it. So when your players are your players, that's a little difficult. I felt that they had a plan with to on the run game, was a population run game. They were very aggressive up front. They were not playing a bunch of standard trying to win with a light box. They weren't. Mm-hmm. They were, like I said, the one touchdown run. I told you guys earlier that the second long one by the backup running back, the defense is flat, which means they had 11 guys within probably about 8 yards of the ball. So when it broke out, there was nothing there. And so you want to be able to work on, there'll be some different things with run stunts and / with population, and some different looks that you can give them. That's what you want to change up, is what does the offensive line look like when they have to do some different things? Because Michigan's offensive line did an incredible job. They got off on some blocks. There was a couple that were really good on comboing up and picking up a stunting linebacker coming in, but they did a very nice job. But there's not a ton of magic to it, because the only way you can do it is some sort of movement. If you're trying to do something different, some sort of movement or a different front and something that's unusual from what they're seeing. But if it's just, hey, we're just going to play everyone tight and something breaks out, that's what happens. That's what, all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, because you saw one missed tackle on the one that went for 75 and it went 75. Now, the difference is that Michigan's running back had that Haynes, he's got 574 yards.
He's had a great year.
And he's played at Nebraska and at Oklahoma.
Yes.
So he's played a couple games. Then he's played New Mexico. And so he doesn't have an FCS game in there, but he rolled up a bunch of yards. So those are the things that you're looking at. And then how much can we develop? How much can we have? And I would use who's going to develop the most? Younger players that haven't played a lot. We're getting more reps, more time, start to figure it out.
I'm looking at Michigan State, who next opponent against USC. Again, they put up 31 points, but 32 carries for 112, average 3.5 per carry. Didn't run the ball very well. I mean, if you get torched by them, that's a problem. Here's Matt Rule postgame on the long touchdown runs. Were they assignment bust or missed tackles? Here's Matt Rule from postgame Saturday.
No, we're in quarters. They go to quarterback draw. You have line movement, take away the empty draw. Someone has to get off and make a tackle. It's a tough play. It's a tough play against that. But if you're getting 5 wides and you run quarterback draw, it's going to be a tough play. You need a D lineman to make a play. We're going to have to, as a team, get past and I think they have. I mean, I'm not saying anything about our team, but we're going to have to get past the perfect call world. It's like you have a call, someone's going to be stressed on someone, they're going to have to make a play, and then the long run. We ran some line movement, they blocked it, the ball gets to the safety, it's quarters, you have a fit safety. We just didn't make the tackle. So that's those defenses. You have to make that play on those defenses, and just 22 played well.
They got whipped at halftime. I mean, they just got whipped at halftime. Pogge said that the quote of the day was. I mean, this is what more can you say than this? At halftime, he said, Pogge. He said, I called him up before we went to the field and said, I know it's 17-17, but physically we're beating the snot out of them. We're turning this into a heavyweight fight, and that's going to be our big advantage in the second half. And I think it was. I mean, I wouldn't overthink it too much. They got whipped. I mean, up front. So
they did.
So I don't know what you do to solve that, but you better figure something out, because you're not going to play a bunch. I mean, the Big Ten's those teams up front will be good that we always make fun of. Michigan State, they'll be good up front. They're good enough. I mean, they're good enough to beat you. Iowa, I watched Iowa. They're still physical. I don't know. I haven't watched everybody, but that's it. They got beat up. And by the way, that quote, I'd be embarrassed if I was Nebraska.
That Pogge said that.
Oh my God!
But was he wrong?
They came into your home. Was he wrong? Came into your home and whipped you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would bother me. The head coach saying that would really bother me.
It's tied at halftime. He knows we got this. As long as we just don't.
We're physically beating the snot out of them.
We're both
that
sides
would
of the ball.
really bother me if I were a Nebraska player. The other head coach saying that. Well, we came into your place and did this. That would bother me.
As coaches, we used to always say, if they throw a touchdown pass, there's 2 people upset: the person who got beat and the DB coach. That's because, but when they run it in, then that's on all 11.
Right
now, when they run the football into the end zone, when all of a sudden it's just like everybody looks at each other, and all of a sudden you're just smashed into the end zone, and all of a sudden they're just someone standing in the end zone. If they just ran it in or they ran a long one in, then that's on all 11. Then it's every coach. If not, they threw. Oh, we did our job. They threw it up and they caught a pass. Man, that's the corners coach or the safeties coach and the DB coach, and even the coordinator's like, hey, I called a good play here, and we got to execute. But when they run it in, now it's all 11.
Well, here's the deal. They threw it for 105. I don't know that they needed to throw it.
They really did.
Yeah.
Now that might be pushing it a little too far, but they only threw for 105. Did they even need to throw it? That's my concern.
And also that, like I said, what happened was the time of possession got out of whack because they had all these quick scores.
Right. Yeah. It was misleading. The time of possession was really misleading.
Just for those who are curious, Nebraska 33 minutes compared to 26 minutes for Michigan.
Stats can be really misleading, and that's a good example. So you can't say, well, Nebraska had the ball more. Yeah, well,
but if you're a coach of any level, that is what you'd be saying at that time. You'd be livid about what just happened on the Hail Mary. I talked about the coaching errors that went down, but it's like we're going to turn this into a heavyweight fight, and this is what we're going to do. Because if you were Michigan, I don't think you went at halftime and said, guys, we got to chuck it around more. We got to run some trick plays.
We'll make this a fight.
Yeah, run the ball.
No. We're just going to do this. We need to do this. Make it physical up front. We're going to rush the passer. And we're going to not. And so what he said was 100%.
I know. Yeah, it is. It's concerning to me, though. You can't let it happen.
And you look at it because there's been major conversations on what came into the team up front. There wasn't a lot of additions, D line wise.
No.
They
didn't through the portal.
There wasn't a lot of additions of strength.
They brought in Gabe Moore. They brought in Jalen George.
Jalen George. Yep.
How much
George didn't play in the game. Gabe Moore played 11 snaps.
So if you brought in,
and they brought in Winery.
Yes.
They brought in Winery. He played 47 snaps. And that's not really a Winery type game. He's not a run stopper. I don't know where Jalen George is. I mean, it's possible he's hurt. He wasn't on the injury report.
It's odd.
So if you brought portal players in, that's an evaluation situation. If you bring in anytime you bring portal players in, portal is to play. Very seldom you bring one in to
develop,
especially at a spot where, hey, we have a deficiency.
Right.
We've lost a couple players that were very good for us in Ty Robinson and Nash Hutmacher. So that is an area for us. It's kind of the same thing. It's like we brought in a left tackle, but right now he's playing 6 snaps a game. And so that's always
that's the deal, Bill. They brought in Gabe Moore from Mississippi State. He's a sophomore, so he is a young guy.
Still developing. I agree with that.
He played 11 snaps. I don't know where Jalen George was. They brought him in from, was it East Tennessee State?
I think you're right. Yep.
And he didn't play. He played the first 3 games and never got in the game the other day. I don't know why. They didn't play many guys up front. They had been cycling guys in and out. I think they played 7. They played 7 on Saturday. Nebraska.
And should have been because they didn't have many snaps. I mean, Michigan wasn't.
They didn't.
56 plays.
And that's probably
snaps.
part of it, right?
56 snaps.
7 yards of play. I mean, they had 56 play. But for those who are saying, hey, calm down, everybody, it is one loss. I'm curious. We will do our official re-ranking of the Big Ten Conference tomorrow at 8 o'clock during the show. Were we wrong about Michigan? Did Nebraska just play, just show that they're not as good as we thought they were, or is Michigan better than we thought that they were? Which is the bigger answer from Saturday, if there's one? That Nebraska was not as good as we thought, or Michigan's better than we thought?
I didn't think Michigan gets 7 sacks.
Yeah, and also the difference was just like we talked about on the stool. First 2 games, Michigan was lost. They didn't look like this again. Their plan when Biff came in, they got a plan back together.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Here's how it's gonna work out. And also we're gonna take little handcuffs off the
Underwood.
You're gonna let him run, let him do a couple things.
God, he's good. I like him.
He's gonna be
I like Underwood.
He's gonna be a really good. But if he hits the long pass, the game's different. The funny thing about the double pass was when you practice that throughout the week, the guy who threw it, you knew could throw it.
Right.
It wasn't like, put Todd in there. Maybe Todd can throw it. No, they could throw it. And he threw it. There was no one there. There's no one in his face. And he just threw it out of bounds. It was a horrible throw. He just threw it out of bounds. I mean, the guy's open by 25 yards. He could have thrown it like you and like a goofing around with a Nerf ball,
right?
And just launched it up in the air, and there would have been no idea,
He threw that ball left-handed.
Yeah, he could have thrown it left-handed or underhand. He could have whipped it underhand for a touchdown, and didn't happen. But I would say this: I'd say it's a combination of I'd say Michigan is. I was impressed with Michigan when they left the field. I was like, okay, and their mentality. I do think they took the gas off a couple times, but that penalty was that was where it was going to turn into
taunting.
What they wanted. That taunting penalty flipped the whole game back to giving Nebraska an opportunity.
And Nebraska just failed to take advantage of that.
Well, so that same drive, Nebraska has what thought to be a touchdown, but Isaiah Hunter has his foot out of bounds, comes back and play illegal touching, field goal instead for Nebraska.
What he was doing, by the way, I don't know what. I mean,
so let's throw this one out to the fan base. There's a lot of scuttlebutt on how the field now is painted.
Yep,
that's a lot of
earthquake glue. Says this in the text. Have you thought about that? It's a bad idea to have white outlines surrounded by red paint in terms of the field. Is it confusing for the
kid? The confusing part is, if I'm right, is that the white line is only about this big, where the white line used to be like 3 yards. It was like a couple yards. So
he might have been confused.
Because he did not have to go out of bounds.
No,
he
didn't get pushed.
There was no reason to go out of bounds.
There was no defender that was close to him that could have pushed him. Originally, the guys in the press box were saying, he probably got pushed. There's nobody.
Watch
there.
the replay. No,
there's nobody. Did not get pushed.
No.
But there is, to get back to the storyline is that, yes. And then also, like they said, I don't know how much there is, but we talked about that during the leading up to these 2 games, inside run drill would have been imperative. And I'm sure that happened. I'm not saying that didn't happen, because that's the only way is to get better is you have to go good on good versus the run, inside run. And you have to be able to get your best players blocking your best players.
Yeah, they didn't. Now that's a big offensive line. But Nebraska has a big offensive line, so I don't know what that looks like in practice. I don't see it. I sent you that picture of their tackle on Lenhart.
Yeah, that was eye-opening.
It's eye-opening. Nebraska, but we've established Nebraska's not big up front. They're not on defense.
On defensive line, yeah.
Yeah, they're not a big defensive line.
What from I didn't follow it close. You guys, you're always paying attention to who's in the game. How'd Van Poppel do?
Okay, I got it right here. Van Poppel played 34 snaps. His grade was okay. He played okay, just okay. But they played. I mean, the guys they
played. 2 tackles for Van Poppel. 2 tackles.
The guys they played were Winery. I said 47 snaps. Actually, 44.
That's a lot of snaps.
Yeah.
3 tackles for Winery.
Okay.
Lenhart played 39.
No tackles, but 1 pass breakup.
Okay, and he graded poorly. Van Poppel, 34 snaps.
2 tackles.
How was Judy?
Judy graded really well.
And forced the fumble as well.
The fumble strip, that was textbook.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that was good.
It was a textbook
Great play.
And
Judy,
that, again, a big advantage for Nebraska on that.
Judy played 33 snaps.
3 tackles in the forced fumble.
Keona Davis played 30.
1 tackle.
Didn't grade well at all. They're on run def, and then Petchak, Cade played. Now it's down to 15 snaps, and then Gabe Moore played 11. So they only played 7, and they really stuck with 5.
Gotcha.
Davis, Judy, Van Poppel, Lenhart, Winery. But as you mentioned, Michigan didn't play a bunch of snaps. 56, is that right?
snaps. That's
so
right.
you didn't need to necessarily play a lot of guys.
I'm very guarded also when you don't get to see practice. I mean, if people want to lean in on some people that get the chance to see practice,
right,
and know that a little bit better and what they're how that part is happening. But when, like I said, and also for Michigan, like we noted, was that very stout. I was a little bit surprised at some of the twitch.
The edge guys.
A little bit more than what I'd seen against Oklahoma. Maybe that was part of the matchup. And then so they had to get back to the chipping, and that's what was an advantage for Nebraska, because you're keeping in what's one of your best receivers is Emmett Johnson. So he's in a chip mode, and that sets things back with it. Except for if you're in man-to-man, then you can add in.
Can you chip on both sides?
Yeah, you have to have 2 backs.
I know.
So you got. So then, if you're doing that, you got 3 guys out in the route.
Right. Somebody said yesterday, well, they can chip on both sides. I'm like, I don't want to be chipping on both sides.
Then you can just rush 4 and have 7 guys in coverage on 3.
Sounds great.
And you
We're gonna do that. I mean,
works pretty good.
You better be an elite passer.
Yeah, you got No, I did not expect those edge guys to look like that for Michigan.
Well, especially since Nebraska's offensive line has been so good this year.
Right.
You thought, hey, that's fixed. Now you're hesitant.
But I think it goes back to, I think you're moderately to below moderately challenged in the opener, as far as and then they still had some success, Cincinnati, but that was a moderate. If Cincinnati O-line in the Big Ten is bottom, they're not the bottom, but they would be in the lower part.
So they're going to play Kansas on Saturday.
Cincinnati. Yep.
That'll be something.
Where's this?
Cincinnati? I think it's at KU, I believe.
At KU. Okay.
But you can't get anything off of Akron and Houston Christian. You don't have.
That's one of my biggest takeaways so far of this season. You just can't. Those games serve some purpose, but you can't read into them.
I can give you something really random real quick before we break. Cincinnati at Kansas. That game will be played on TNT. I've never seen a college game ever on TNT.
Okay. TNT, I like this.
I've never seen that.
NCAA basketball tournament Thursday. Right. This is Thursday morning, 10:30 a.m.
I've never seen TNT for a college football ever. 11 a.m. 6.5 point favorite is Kansas in that game.
Okay.
Steve, anything on Vanderbilt quick before we go to break?
Oh, what
they put up 70 on Georgia State.
Did they
They're
really?
5-0.
Vandy.
They play Utah State this week to get to 6-0.
The Fighting Jerry Kills.
The collapse will happen late.
Will it?
Again, well,
the last 4 games, they'll lose 3.
Yeah. They might be in the playoff conversation. Before we get to break, the 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Ooh, no, God. Please.
Jake ducked on that one.
I did duck.
He ducked away from the microphone.
Microphone's falling apart.
Microphone's falling apart.
It is.
Will had talked to Will. He was Omaha is really cranking up for him. He was there this weekend and ate at Early Bird in Omaha.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Early Bird Omaha. And
Did he have a hash hole?
What's that?
Did he have a hash
I
hole?
didn't ask that, but Will check in. Thank you for everything you're doing to secure everything. Because I know this, when Steve got up in the press box, wasn't concerned about getting hacked. No, he wasn't.
The company Will worked with is Applied Connective Technologies in all 93 counties of the state with a 99.7% retention rate. They manage all things IT and cybersecurity. Free consultation available to you, as always, at appliedconnective.com. When we come back, head scratchers next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. If you've been affected by recent storms or need an affordable roofing solution, it's time to call Meadowlark Exteriors. They offer premium upgrades on new styles in both roofing and siding for residential or commercial projects. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and chances for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Appreciate all people reaching out to Carson. He told us yesterday in a text thread that he had to clear some things up, that he was happily married, that he's not running, he's not doing hot works or Orange Theory, Pilates in his fitness plan, and he has to downplay the touchdown in the corner of the end zone, which we felt.
Why would he do that though? Why would he?
Why would you want to do that? But because he's just such
What a moment that was.
What a moment it was. Thank you,
Dukes.
And Carson wanted people to know he is out of town this week, but he is still readily available.
Yep.
Where is he? So at that he's out of. He's in a nice spot. He's in a nice spot. I'll tell you that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
A work trip.
He's on a work, if you want to call it that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Work trip.
He said where he's going. Yeah.
Work
Trip.
You bet
there,
it is, Carson. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll leave that down. You don't want people trying to find you there when you guys are on location.
What a kind soul, though.
Yes.
When he was here. Was he here Thursday?
Thursday.
It was Thursday morning.
How about the smile?
Yeah.
Did he make you smile?
Yes.
He made me smile.
Yep.
So he's
First thing.
like Randy. Oh, it's a
He
perma
is.
smile.
He is. Those
Perma
two
smile.
together.
Randy.
What if they teamed up?
That'd be a dangerous
God,
team.
ooh, dangerous team.
There's a thought.
We'll work on that. Finance.
GoCurrency.com/careers. It is time for another edition of Head Scratchers, sponsored by Computer Hardware. Go see Tripp and the team just south of 70th and Lincoln, also Kearney, Hastings, and GI for all your Apple products. Bill, what do you have for this week in Head Scratchers?
Might have been the biggest head scratcher I've ever had.
What's
people,
that?
People go, there wasn't many episodes.
Oh, this is the biggest one ever?
There was biggest one ever. Tulsa 19, Oklahoma State 12 to kick things off. You want to talk about how you can't make Tulsa was 1-2 or 0-2.
1-2.
Tulsa was terrible.
1-2.
And watching the game, it was remarkable how bad Tulsa was. I watched it with Leighton from House Menders.
Leighton was watching?
We watched it together. And it was like, okay, there's no way they can lose this game. And they did.
Yeah. Is Leighton an Okie?
What's that? I don't know if he's a big Oklahoma State fan. I've never seen him wear a bunch of.
He's a football fan.
I've never seen a bunch of Cowboys gear on, but okay, maybe he is.
I thought maybe he was from the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, no. Why would you even think that?
Because you're watching Oklahoma State Tulsa, and that's the only reason.
There was 2 games on. It was Iowa and that one.
Yeah. He's not from New Jersey, Steve. We were watching that game too. And he's not from New Jersey. So we ran into quite a pickle, though. We got home to go watch Gigi dance.
Okay.
And we get back, and we can't rewind the Iowa game on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
We could rewind the Okie State game. We couldn't rewind the Iowa game. And that was
Is that a Fox thing? Or not?
It must be. It was a bad deal. Indiana 63-10, 53-point win. That's the most remarkable thing I've ever heard. Texas Tech 34, Utah 10 at Utah.
Wait a second.
That was hard to
34-10. And their starting quarterback got knocked out. Their backup quarterback came in and ran him off the field.
So is Texas Tech the favorite in the Big 12?
Pretty solid. There's a lot of teams that are really good. Now the game was, I think, 10-3 at halftime.
Yes.
It wasn't.
It pulled away in the second half.
Yes, that's the most intriguing thing to watch. There's no conference more fun to watch than that. Memphis 32, Arkansas 31, and they did storm. They did storm.
Memphis did storm.
32, Arkansas 30. Arkansas was up 18. Check this one out. They're like at the 5-yard line.
Yep.
All they got to do is just line it up and kick the field goal and win the game. They ran the ball, peanut punch the ball out, game over, they lose. They're all
here's the 5-yard line.
Here's the deal. Hey, offense, figure it out. When you've done enough to win the game, because if you miss a field goal from the middle of the field from the 5, and you say, oh, we should have just ran. No. That's we've done your work. When you've done your work, stop is off. Maryland 27, Wisconsin 10. And it was ugly. It was 20 to Nathan at halftime. And here's the most remarkable thing. I told Steve I saw something I couldn't. On with 8 seconds left, maybe it's right there. But like last play of the game, they throw a touchdown pass. They show Fickle. He doesn't even move. He doesn't clap. He doesn't walk over to the guy who just caught a touchdown pass and tell him, nice job, shake his hand. He doesn't say anything to the quarterback. He just threw a touchdown pass. He just stood there.
They scored at like the final seconds, make it 27-10. So it was 27-3 with basically the wow. I didn't know it was that.
Third string quarterback.
And also not a word said. First thing you do is like, hey, I'm going to run over. I'm going to pat this tight end, whoever caught the ball like that. He just stood there, just a blank stare. Didn't say a word to anyone.
Why is that, you think?
Just this thing's not going well.
Bad.
I mean, as bad as it gets.
Loaded question.
Yeah, Syracuse 34, Clemson 21.
You want double real quick?
What's that?
Double.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to flush it. I mean, this is a bad, feeling. It's terrible. I mean, this is what we do for a living. This is our passion. We work incredibly hard to get results that we want to get, and when you don't get them, it's a pain that's hard to describe, but it comes with the territory. So we got to flush it. I mean, that's all we can do. There's no hope for a better yesterday. I mean, you put your head forward, you block out everything, and you just do the work, and that's what we'll do.
Double.
Yeah.
1-3. 1-3.
And it looked bad.
God dang it.
Now the hot seat. No, there's no hot seat. There's no anything there. But interesting game. They're 1-3.
By the way, the Syracuse quarterback out for the year, Steve Angeli, gets hurt in that game, out for the season. Big win, out for the year.
They lost him about mid-third quarter. Still hung on to win that game. Mensa, Duke 45, NC State 33. Did not see that one coming.
Well, Duke
won.
Nice.
Won.
They came back. They were down big early in that game. Wow.
45-33, big win. This one, I have my 2 asterisk games. Kennesaw State 28, Arkansas State 21. Kennesaw State beat Arkansas State.
Who just pushed Iowa State the previous
week.
It's
a bad loss for Arkansas State.
Bad loss.
That's a horrible
for Busch. Bad loss.
But it's still State. Butch.
Still Butch Jones.
Busch is still kicking around out there.
Still is.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. And this one here was my most remarkable one. San Diego State 34, Cal Nathan.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Whoa.
34-0.
Yeah, I almost texted that yesterday. I knew you would get mad if I
Cal was 3-0. They didn't score a point.
I missed that one.
They had the transfer quarterback Morgan. Everybody's going, hey, listen, they're probably going to win 8 or 9 games.
34-0.
San Diego State's 1-1, and they got run off the field.
Weird.
34-0.
That's the biggest head scratcher of all.
I missed that score. I didn't see that.
No,
wow.
Indiana's the biggest head scratcher of all.
Yeah. And then just the coaching situation. There's so many of them right now with Gundy, Fickle, Dabo, just interesting Napier. I mean, there's so many. It's just like, what are we going to do?
Gundy.
What are we going to do?
Oh, Gundy goes 3-9 last year. I mean, they're 1-2. Does he make it to the end of the season?
I don't see that. I don't know what you do because here's the problem is right now. What do you do with someone that is pretty legendary? He's the most legendary coach there.
18 years of success.
What's he had, like 7 or 8, 10 win seasons?
I don't know.
New Year's Day bowls. They've been to Fiesta bowls. They've been to Orange. Yeah. They've been to big bowl games. They've been on the cusp of being in the national championship talk.
But fans,
several times,
fans don't care. It's what have you done that lately? Obviously,
and you're at the point of your career. It's towards the end, so it's like it's not like we'd like to have him here for 5 more years. Well, that's not true.
How about 8, 10 plus win seasons for Mike Gundy?
10 plus win seasons.
The other program to
2
watch,
12-win seasons.
The other program to watch in that league that they look like they're in trouble to me is K-State.
Oh yeah, K-State
didn't play this weekend.
I think they got the Fighting Frosties on.
They do this week.
I think it's this week. I think Frosty goes up there.
Let's check it out.
They're not as in bad shape as Oklahoma State, but those are 2 Big 12 programs that you wouldn't have guessed it with Kleiman. I mean,
no,
I really wouldn't have guessed it with Gundy.
K-State hosts UCF this week.
Yes.
But the thing you wonder about Gundy is how could it have gone so bad so quick? Like, what was going on? Like, what happened?
Especially from a place that was always a funded place.
Yep.
I mean, that was. I mean,
Are they still funded?
They were still funded as an assistant.
Are they still funded?
Well, I don't know what they are now. NIL-wise, I don't know what the setup is now that T. Boone Pickens is passed. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't either.
I have no idea what that setup is. Where that might have been in some sort of when it goes here. My family runs this now. Where is that at? I don't think anybody has any idea. But he made a very clear point when he played Oregon that we are not funded anywhere close to Oregon.
What you wonder about.
And he made it very crystal clear that just so you know, we jog our team out and they jog theirs out. They're about 40 million and we're like 5 or 6 million. He said that.
And Lanny said, that's too bad. We're trying to win here.
Yeah.
Right answer. Dan Lanny.
that.
Yeah, Dan Lanny said, we're trying to win here at Oregon. So, all right.
There were some serious head scratchers there.
That is another edition of Head Scratchers. It is now time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is current college quarterbacks. I give you the quarterback. You tell me what school he is playing at.
Okay.
I'm not
Say it again, Jake.
Current college quarterbacks. I'm not trying to fool anybody here today. I think all should be gettable today, I would say.
Are any of these multiple school guys?
If you know your,
can we just name one school they've?
So you're naming the player, then we name the school.
That is correct, and they're
got a shot.
They're current, not where they
Usually
transfer from.
I go very negative. We should have a shot.
If you think you know your current college quarterbacks, 464-5685. Shut up, Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
We have a rare line open for you. People are scared.
Whoa.
464.
Is the show dying off?
It's not dying. We're doing fine. The
Okay.
numbers are fine. 402-464-5685. If you are out there, if you're listening on the stream, it's your chance to call in. There's somebody's calling now. Current college quarterbacks. I'm not trying to fool you today. These are, I think, all gettable. 4 for 4 are gettable.
Think there's a little bit of a hangover from the loss. That do you think it is, Jake?
I think it might be that.
Probably the hangover. I get it.
Yeah. The loss. Just imagine what this place would be like if they won that game. Going to the bye week 4-0, probably ranked today. But like the Stone said, you can't always get what you want.
Were you surprised, Steve, that that Nebraska received no votes in the AP?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I would have been shocked.
They lost, yeah.
Yeah, you can't vote for them.
Okay, we've got Mike. Do you feel good about current college quarterbacks today?
Nope, but I'm not scared.
All right,
Mike, thanks for calling in.
Bill's a lifeline for one question, as always, for Sip. First question to you, Mike. What school is Jake Retzlaff the quarterback of now?
Layup.
I got it.
What's his last name?
Retzlaff.
Oh, boy.
There's a silent G in there.
Oh. About
3.
Northwestern.
Northwestern, no.
Yeah, don't worry. I got to keep you in my pocket. Yeah, you just did Tulane.
Brilliant.
That's correct. 1-0 lead for Sip. Chance for a 2-0 lead. Sip, first question.
Came over from BYU.
What school is Miller Moss the quarterback of?
I got it.
Hold on.
It's for Sip.
I kind of want to get it.
Make sure you have it.
I know. This is tricky. No, I'm going to have to use you.
Louisville.
I wouldn't have got it. Good job. I would not have got it.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
That's good teamwork.
But you
then. When
did hang on to it. Hang on. You had no idea.
I should. I know the name. That's the thing.
We're up 2-0. We should have a chance.
Did he transfer to?
He was at
Yeah,
USC. Was he
USC.
not? Yeah.
Oh, that's what's confusing. Can we name
2 years?
USC?
No, it's current college quarterbacks. You couldn't.
So we couldn't name BYU for wrestling.
No, you could not
No.
because he's not there.
You can't name somewhere they've played.
Nope. This is for to stay alive. Last question, Mike. What school is Noah Fafita the quarterback of?
Oh, come on.
Come on, Jake.
That's a left-handed
No
and
idea.
right-handed. Left.
No idea. I need a
Let's
guess.
say Mississippi State.
And that is not correct. That's a win. What school is he at?
Arizona.
He is in Arizona. That's correct.
They have a good game this
We
week.
did good on that. We did good.
Arizona goes to Iowa State. It's going to be a cool game.
Pretty good one.
Yeah.
Mike, good try.
Thank
Calling
you,
number
Mike.
one, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you calling in.
Wouldn't it be fun to go somewhere this week?
For the bye
I would
week.
like to go to USC, Illinois. That's where I'd like to go.
11 a.m. kickoff
It's
in
half
Champaign.
tempting to do
Yeah.
it. I won't. But
You're
You
not
know,
doing it. There's no
That's the
chance.
best line ever. Half tempting. You're not even 1% tempting.
no, I'm half tempted. I just don't. I don't know if I could work it in.
I would say this last one is the toughest question of the four.
Okay.
You've already won the game. So,
All right, let's think about
what school is Bear Bachmeier the quarterback?
No
of?
idea.
BYU.
Oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong button. Yes,
Oh.
it is BYU.
Bear Bachmeier.
Came from Stanford.
He's the brother of Hank, the former Boise State quarterback. Then he went to La Tech.
How's BYU doing?
Really good. Beat East Carolina. They got Colorado this week.
This is for Bill, tiebreaker.
Okay.
You guys went 4 for 4. Baylor's Sawyer Robertson leads all of college football in passing yards through 4 games.
Wait a second, really?
How many yards does he have through 4 games? Leads all of college football.
From the calculator.
4 games.
I need it.
Numero uno. Doing math. We're doing math.
Where's my couch?
I'll give you a hint also. He's got 13 touchdowns and 3 picks
I'm
in
going to
the
go
season.
15-56.
Okay, Sip over.
This is how many games?
4 games. Bill says 15-56.
Yeah, I go a little lower. I'll go 13-56.
Close. 13-20. 1,320 yards for Sawyer Robertson.
It's a good year.
Now, we mentioned Mendoza, Indiana. How about 14 touchdowns, no picks in the season for him?
Now they play-
I repeat,
now-
14 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Yeah, you have to say it out loud, though. Their first 3 games.
Old Dominion,
were layups.
Kennesaw State,
Yeah.
Indiana
Yeah,
State.
So they were layups. They were, but
he went 5-0
But he
against
did go
Illinois.
five touchdowns against Illinois, number 9. So
And
you got to give
no
him that
picks.
credit. But the early games, but still,
Right.
it's hard to throw 14 touchdowns.
Oh yeah,
Dylan
But-
now at 11 touchdowns, 1 pick on the season for Nebraska through 4 games.
That pick was an interesting one. That also could have been a pick 6. They ended up scoring on the drive anyway.
It's a 1st and 10. It's a 5-yard pass between 2 guys. I didn't force that one bad. Forced it badly. But that's the only pick he threw all game.
yeah. He's not the reason they lost.
No, he's not. When we come back, hour 3 is next. An early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye Spot Spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If you've been affected by recent storms or need an affordable roofing solution, it's time to call Meadowlark Exteriors. They offer premium upgrades on new styles in both roofing and siding for residential or commercial projects. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
This is your invite to Lincoln's Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 27th, come to Beer House at 8th and P in the Haymarket from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. for a full day of German fun. Live bands, mouth-watering food, cold brews, and games for every age. Try your hand at Stein Holding, Cornhole, or bring friends for Hammerschlagen. Admission is just $9 in advance, and VIP gives you tokens, a Stein, rooftop access, and more. Lincoln's Oktoberfest, where the beer is flowing, the food is sizzling, and the spirit is Bavarian strong. Be there.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal, because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Need a tractor that works as hard as you do? Whether you're baling hay or feeding cattle, a John Deere 6M or 6R from Landmark Implement is built to handle it all. And right now, you can get 0% fixed rate financing for up to 72 months on new in-stock models. That's 6 years with zero interest on the tractor your operation depends on. Hurry into your local Landmark Implement or visit landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
Wake up, Lincoln. Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by NEBCO. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour is always sponsored by our friends at NEBCO.
NEBCO.
Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Apply today at nebcoinc.com. Before we move on, we have an exciting announcement throughout this week that if you like cold, hard cash, like money,
we're just giving away money.
We give away money.
Wow.
We do.
Tax-free.
Right now, if you're out there in your car, it's time for the Cash Blitz $1,000 cash contest keyword. Say this number. Text to 508-777-1000. The number again, 508-777-1000. Or head to our website, theticketfm.com. Go to Cash Blitz to enter. The keyword today is ATM. It's spelled out as you said, ATM. Every keyword you enter is another chance to win. One lucky listener will get $1,000 tomorrow around noon.
So is there like how do they get? Is there like a drawing then?
It's the rate. So if they text the number again, the number to text ATM to is this number 508-777-1000, or go to theticketfm.com. We have a link on our webpage to enter the keyword that way.
Okay.
If you put your name in there, you have a chance to win.
And then what is there? Then how's it work from there?
A random drawing tomorrow, and we'll do this every day. We have for the next.
Are we eligible?
I
was just going to say, what if me or Steve win?
Sadly, we are not for this entire.
That'd be incredible. And then Tuesday,
it'd be really.
I won $1,000 again.
The ticket would be questioned.
It'd be questioned.
It would.
Bill Busch won.
William
Busch.
Sipple.
So again, ATM.
Money.
Today's keyword ATM.
I'd like to win.
Text 508-777-1000. ATM, the keyword. Chance to win $1,000 tomorrow around noon. Do not miss out on that. That's a big prize.
Jeez.
If I did win
Cash Blitz,
I'd get the three of us and Jay Foreman, and we'd go to Jim Egger, and I'd pay for the round.
With Jay?
Yeah, with Jay.
In our foursome.
In our foursome, yeah.
That'd be fun.
We'll do a two-man scramble.
We've been waiting to do that.
Yeah, we'll do a two-man scramble.
So there we go. Cash Blitz.
Jim Egger.
Sounds fun.
Imagine looking out there on the third hole. Probably go to hell. There's Jay and Sipple and Jake and Bill. What are they doing? Two-man scramble. Bill won the $1,000.
Very intense tournament over there.
Yeah, they're spending the money on.
Look at those guys.
Look at those guys.
Go
to Dairy Queen right afterwards. Head over for a blizzard.
Sounds great.
You know, it's been a disappointing day in terms of recovering the loss to Nebraska, the loss to Michigan, 30-27. But I thought I'd do lighthearted for a second because we did play.
Okay.
We played Biff Poggi audio from post game when he plays that. I'm going to eat. I'll play this audio again. This is Poggi from post game. We'll play from College Game Day also. Here's Poggi again post game Saturday.
What are you going to do tonight to celebrate?
I'm going to eat some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream with my wife and smoke a Cuban cigar, and then probably go to the hospital.
Cuban cigar. That's the way he says it's hilarious.
You might need the hospital.
Now, if you didn't know about Biff Poggi used to be a hedge fund manager. He's very, very wealthy, but he loves football. And Bill knows Biff from previous times that he doesn't need to work. He's very well off right now, right? Biff Poggi. Yeah. But he talked with Nick Saban on game day.
He was sitting on a chair in like a big like a ballroom at the hotel. I'm assuming they're at the Graduate. That's usually where they stay
You're
at.
correct.
And so he's just sitting there talking. So this was great.
Here's Biff Poggi and Nick Saban going back
Game
and
day.
forth on College Game Day, Saturday before Nebraska, Michigan. Here we go.
Well, look, I mean, I know everyone genuflects to the greatest college football coach ever, but not me. And I will tell you that we've been friends a long time. And he called me 5 or 6 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago. And he goes, hey, guess what? I've been chosen for a Ferrari dealership. I said, oh, man, congratulations. Let me be the first guy to buy a car from you, and I'll buy the coolest car they make, the 812 Superfast. Oh, yeah, great, perfect. I'll have it all set up. I will have a beard down to my knees before I see that 812 Superfast. Okay? He's driving.
Well, here was the problem. All right, when we got right down to the transaction, you had alligator arms. You could not reach in your pocket.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
Get in the pocket.
Why don't you ask the guy? You should ask the Rolls dealer I just bought my car from. If I had an alligator arm.
All right, let's get back to football. Can we get back to football, coach? He went the Rolls instead of you. You lost a friend and a customer.
I got to ask you, when you were at St. Francis, I never saw you coach it down. You were the owner. You were Jerry Jones. You paid the players and all that. You did the payroll. Are you using the same philosophy at Michigan now?
Yeah, and I learned all that from you. So,
Biff Poggi, Nick Saban, the game day crew before the game Saturday. Biff was in great spirits there.
That was before the game.
That was before the game.
Biff was in a pretty good spot.
Didn't seem like he looked like he's going to a heavyweight fight with the right fighter.
Right.
He's like, no, it wasn't too nervous.
Seemed bound up.
Yeah, not too much. Oh, those are great exchanges.
Biff Poggi. He's just an enjoyable guy. He's an enjoyable guy.
Anytime that someone gets a job like that, and I text him, he texts back immediately. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine how many texts he probably got?
Probably a lot.
1,000, probably. Yeah. But just that's how he keeps track of people. I did hit him up. I text Ron Brown before the game. Said, make sure Ron give Biff a hug for me, and he did that for me.
Nice.
So the question for Nebraska, 464-5685 is that you're trying to get this monkey off your back with this ranked win conversation. 28 straight losses to ranked teams going back to 2016. This is a chance you're at a 21st ranked Michigan team that lost by 3. Again, they were tougher than you the whole game, but you still had a chance to win this game, and you couldn't get the score you needed at the end or the stop you needed. But the big win has eluded you. Now, Colorado was the big win last year, but it wasn't a ranked team, and they ended up with 9 wins. But this year, you're going to have USC and Penn State. That's about it for big chances next. That's it. And you missed your biggest chance for a big win.
And then always your biggest chance to win a game is to get it early. Because there's a lot of teams that are ranked that don't deserve to be ranked. Just like you talked about the Oregon that happened with that
2016.
Year. So right now, after watching that game, the one thing that Illinois is not is what? They're not 9th in the country.
No.
They're not the 9th best team in the country. So sometimes later in the season, it's kind of who you are. So the ranked teams are harder to beat later in the season because you don't have those ones that are just all of a sudden got ranked.
Right.
And then like Clemson, Clemson started what? 4th or 5th?
Mm-hmm.
And
they were top 10.
Now they're 1 and 3.
Yep.
So point being, somebody got to, hey, LSU gets to celebrate what? They would beat a top 5 team.
Yep.
On the road, big win. Then you go like, So it's harder to get the wins against ranked teams now because you're going to get more real teams. You won't have the false narrative.
Big missed opportunity.
It was.
That's what it was. You had a full house. That's what this is.
I was surprised. I'd like to hear from people that were at the game. I was shocked because obviously it had to be loud. Michigan changed a lot of plays at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it was loud.
So what tells me was they had such a better preparation for crowd noise compared to what Cincinnati had when they went to Arrowhead, because Cincinnati had a bunch of errors. The run that they made on that long drive for the field goal, there was a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. They saw him in a certain look, and they checked it to a run and hit it for about 15, 20 yards.
That was depressing.
But they were able to change plays at the line of scrimmage numerous times.
It was loud, but it wasn't, Michigan took some steam out of the whole thing early. The pass rush took some steam out of the crowd. Their pass rush.
Well,
And the fact that they're running the ball well, that'll take steam out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
That drive Bill referred to, but that was, 16 plays, 77 yards, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. They converted 3 third downs. Before that drive, they were 1 for 8 on third down, and they get 3 consecutive 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 10.
That's
just
remarkable.
crippling to your
That was
momentum.
late. Yeah, that was late.
And the crowd was into it. But like you said, they could still change plays. The crowd was solid, and that's a chance to get off the field, and they just could not do it.
Yep.
Picked up the ball almost the entire fourth quarter.
Because the one thing on the TV, you never heard. Sometimes they'll talk about that. You just couldn't. They can't. The stadium is shaking. You'll see something like that. They never talked about that. But the announcer said that it's so
like that.
They can't function. It's too loud. That was something that stood out. I just couldn't believe they could change plays the line of scrimmage. Because I'd be like going, guys, you can't do that. We're going to have so many errors on what's going on, and they were able to do it.
It's impressive. They were impressive.
But for Nebraska, again, you got your October is for the taking. You will probably be a favorite in every game. Minnesota will see if you're the favorite. It's a road game Friday night. Michigan State you'll be favored in.
Yep.
Minnesota potentially might be a pick 'em game.
Maryland.
You'll
be
also,
favored in all 4 of them.
Sure,
You'll be
you should
favored
be.
to win.
If you're the better team, you win these games. You enter October at 7-1. But
then USC becomes your next chance if USC's still rolling. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, SC's just they're solid. They're a 23rd to 25th ranked team. That's what they are. They're not a top 10 team.
Good offense.
But good offense, and they'll have a play call. And they are running the football. And maybe they're in the same boat. They're not up front defense. There's nothing close in those inside spots
that Michigan is.
Yeah, Michigan. But Steve was aghast at me when I said that 100% that is it Aiden Childs?
Yes,
Child,
the quarterback for Michigan
State.
Yep,
is currently much better than Underwood. Underwood's a freshman.
Wow,
I'm telling you, Childs is very athletic, can throw it. He's older, so I don't say anything about Underwood. He's started.
I like Underwood.
4 games, but he's been to Oklahoma and Nebraska. That setting when they were showing some different, because now the camera angle is so good at Nebraska, that's a pretty intimidating setting.
Oh yeah.
That crowd, that is a big atmosphere at Nebraska. But Oklahoma was a big one.
We'll go back to what we said all offseason, and I think we were right about this. You played them at the right time. Yep. Bryce Underwood is in his 4th game. He's going to be a great quarterback, but he's still young, and he was not great passing. 12 of 22. Stats weren't great. Didn't have to pass. He ran the ball when he had to.
That's the thing.
And you played them at the exact time you wanted to, and you still couldn't get over the hump.
If you can run the ball, it takes pressure off everybody. Everybody associated with the program.
Yeah. You're just happy. Everyone's happy.
If you can run it, come on, man. It takes pressure off the AD. It takes pressure off the AD.
Everyone's president.
Takes pressure off Keith Mann.
Yeah, the equipment manager.
Everything's
serious. Good like that. Valentino's guy.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's like, hey, this is a lot less pressure. We're going to sell more pizza.
God dang, man.
Concessions. Hey, concessions were a little backed up. Doesn't matter. We ran the ball. No one cares. I had to stand in line. We rushed for 290. Like that. So it doesn't bother me to stand in line to get a run. So
it helps your freshman quarterback if you run for 286. Yeah. He didn't have. I don't know that he had to throw the ball in that game.
I probably did. 12 to 22 in the game. Now, there's something in the text line people are bothered by. Now, again, Ja'Cory Barney had a great game. Had the Hail Mary catch. He had 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Had a couple nice returns, but he also did, after Nebraska forces a punt to start the second half, fields a punt at the 3-yard line.
You get tackled like the 2, right? 2 or
yes,
3,
he
whatever
did.
it was. Back
now,
then,
Bill, I guess take us to that situation again. You obviously have coached a lot of these great players and coached for a long time. At that point, he had returned several punts. Why is he catching that ball at the 3-yard line?
A couple things, probably because he's had some success. He had a little bit of room. A guy made an incredible tackle on it. But the number that I don't know what people say, but in general, where it has changed. It used to always be the 10-yard line. That's not the case anymore. In general, it's the 8-yard line.
Yep.
The 8-yard line. I'm going to catch the ball at the 8-yard line because a lot of the punts also, they'll check up. And so the 8-yard line has been the new number. I used to change up with when they went to the 8-yard line is that I don't know if it happened on this one is I used to go to a staggered stance with the punt returner because a staggered stance helps you with not roll back. So what happens sometimes if you're flat foot, people always say, dig your heels in at the 8 or at the 10 and don't go backwards. Well, the ball's coming to you. You think, okay, I'm not really going to move. I'm good. then all of a sudden you just drift back. And all of a sudden you find yourself drifting, where if the staggered stance allows you to be able to do that. But the error you'd like to make, there's like, let's see if this ball is going to go in the end zone. So was it a good decision? No, it wasn't. The 8-yard line is generally the number now that you're shooting for. And then they were not able to get a first down out of that.
No, they weren't.
But that turned over into I think a touchdown, right? Went touchdown after
Field
that.
goal.
Was it? You sure?
Yes, it was the field goal.
Was it?
It was the
Yep.
56
That made
yard
the
field.
long field goal. So
Gotcha.
Michigan's first 2 series, they weren't great. You have 4 plays,
Yep.
22 yards, and then 8 plays, 22 yards field goal. So Nebraska's defense was doing fine. And then the big play, and then they punt, and then the long drive for the field goal ends the game effectively for Michigan. But
Yeah, I can see why
the
you're frustrated.
first 2 drives defensively were fine, but you're trying to gather momentum after that the Hail Mary, and it obviously halftime break takes momentum away, but still it's unfortunate.
I talked about in depth on the insane errors that Michigan made at that time, but the catch was remarkable. You know how hard it is to catch that ball with people all around you at a 50-yard throw, whip down the field.
By Barney.
I mean, that is an incredible. I mean, yes, there was incredible errors by Michigan, but the physical part of that play, and then to throw the ball to give yourself a chance. I've seen a lot of those balls just like go out of the back of the end zone, or I've seen throws not go very well. And so the execution of the play was very, very good. And like I said, and then I always say you lose more games than you win, because all they had to do in Michigan was call timeout. And then you just leave your defense on the field. You don't even try to catch the ball, and you just get out of there 17-10. Instead, they let the run down to 1 second. Critical error in the coaching world, and critical error on defense with the defensive coordinator. But the play, the catch was extremely hard to make, because it was an over-the-head, high, elevated catch. It wasn't one that just hits you in the.
And if he comes straight down, he's probably down at the half yard. He kept up and dove back to the line. It was an incredible play all around by Barney to make it tied at halftime. But Nebraska loses 30-27. Before we get to break, Bill, I'm curious, this weekend, what color were the lights on the house?
Last night we went red, white, and blue.
Patriotic.
Also, but I'll tell you one thing, what freaked me out. I'll tell you what freaked me out. We're watching the game last night, the Sunday night game, and I get up and I walk out, and I'm like, Laura, what is going on? Our lights were on rotation strobe nightclub,
Oh, boy.
and they've been doing that for probably an hour and a half.
Whoa!
And it was like, they're
freaking out the neighbors.
Exactly. I'm like, our neighbors had going like, what are they doing? And Laura's like, well, it's kind of messing with the lights a little bit. I go, let's just get back to what we do.
No strobe light party.
We strobe lighted. I mean, it was like, can you imagine just the neighbors had to be going, what are we doing?
I can't even look over.
I can't even look over there. They had to be appalled at what was happening, but they're up and going. Halo lights are going to go. I'm very excited because LaRue's getting them, our neighbor.
Yes.
And then just try to get the whole neighborhood set up on like that, because then Christmas will look great. Our Christmas lights are already up.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah, Christmas lights are already up.
Away.
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about that.
HaloCustomLane.com, also Neiman & Sons.
Neiman.
Get your lights through that. When we come back, it's time to give out $25 to Valentino's Mozzarella Monday. Text us the best of the weekend at 464-5685. That's next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nepco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers, as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. But it doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye spot spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BoykFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters clean today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Kaiser Blasting and Coatings can blast and powder coat anything metal, railings, yard signs, car frames, trailers, and more. They blast away years of corrosion and protect with a durable coating. Call 402-421-3559 or go to kaiserblasting.com for a quote today.
Tell you what they can also do. I saw some things on social media. This is a big outdoor hunting state. And so people have there. Sometimes you get on you some corrosion, some rust, and different things on your shotgun. On your shotgun for duck hunting and upland game. And Kaiser can take care of that. Upland game. That'd be your quail, grouse, pheasant type of situation.
Quail?
So if you need to upgrade one of your classic old guns,
there you go.
Shotguns like that for hunting. You have a grandpa's double barrel or some sort of thing like that. Take it into Jace. He'll handle it. It's really cool.
KaiserBlasting.com. It is time for us to give out $25 to Valentino's
Oh, I love
Best
this.
of the
Okay.
Weekend
Let's write it
Mozzarella
down.
Monday.
Yeah, we got the pin.
Are you writing?
Yes, I've got
Text us at 464-5685.
He's very agitated. We're very confused. Right
Okay.
now. Very agitated.
We have a lot of people chiming in. Here we go. Ready for our Mozzarella Monday? Give away $25 to Val's.
Val's.
Okay. First up, we have Rick says this. My wife and I attended a wedding Friday afternoon. My granddaughter was also attending that. She was coming from a different location. The wedding was about to start. I received a phone call. It was my granddaughter. She was lost and in tears. She said, Grandpa, I need help. Can you help me get to the wedding? I spent the next 20 minutes directing her to where we were so she could get there safely. We live in the St. Louis area, and she's in St. Louis for the next 9 months. It was unfamiliar, and she got to the wedding on time.
But she got a hold of Grandpa.
She got a hold of Grandpa.
Saved her.
That is nice. Because
Yeah.
you know what she did right away? She knew who to
Call
Circle of
Grandpa.
Trust. Circle of Trust.
That was Rick. Rick in St. Louis there. Rick
That's
in
it.
St.
Hey, that's
Louis.
an early
Good
good
start.
one.
OG Breaker says, I watched my daughter play volleyball this weekend. Nothing better than that. Simple as that.
Thank you.
And that's who?
That was Joe.
I need names.
OG Breaker, Joe.
Okay. Joe.
Reed from Des Moines says, Mozzarella Monday. I got to stop by the ticket and see Jake and Sip for the pregame show.
Oh, that was Reed, the butcher. He used to be a butcher.
He's a butcher?
He's about to say, don't give it to me just saying hi. I want to say hello.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello,
Mozzarella
Reed.
Monday, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Reed. It was nice to meet him. He's wearing overalls.
Yes, he was.
He's a butcher.
He was fast. Yeah,
I
he
think
he used to be a butcher.
God,
He
how much
left
fun to
it.
be a butcher.
He left the industry.
Sam the butcher. He's a butcher on the Brady Bunch.
That's right.
Greg got locked in.
Sam.
Greg got locked in the cooler too.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
Bobby
forgot
saved-
about Sam.
Yeah, Sam the butcher. He's dating Alice.
Yeah.
Next up,
I think Alice dated around.
Thanks, she dated only Sam. That's it.
Nomad Brad. Nomad Brad says,
Okay, got it.
taught my daughter to ride her bike without training wheels this Sunday.
Okay.
That's
Then
a big
rode,
one.
rode all throughout Melbourne, Iowa the rest of the day with her.
Melbourne, Iowa. Where's that,
I
Jake?
don't know where that's at.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I do not know where that's at.
Daughter training wheels off or on.
Off. No training wheels.
I'll tell you what. I don't think I ever
never used
used the training wheels. I think I when we got to the time like, hey, you're going to learn how to ride the bike. But when you do learn how to ride it the
Go.
first time, and all of a sudden you're in kindergarten for whatever time it is, and then you ride for hours upon hours. That's all you do.
And that first moment's euphoric.
It is. That talk about
It's
a moment you
euphoric.
never get over
No,
again.
it's
No,
euphoric.
no, it's
We're
incredible.
rolling. We're rolling.
Big Daddy Travis says, best of the weekend. Nebraska went down 10-zip. My wife looked at me and said, let's go golfing. We took our 9-year-old son with, and he loved it. Family golf outing during the Nebraska
Down
game.
10 zip.
Down
They got
10 zip.
depressed about the deficit, said we're going golfing.
He went Jake on it.
He
Okay.
sure did. His wife called that out, though.
Name?
That one. That was a Big Daddy Travis.
Big Daddy.
We've got Derek.
Big Daddy.
Derek chimes in on Mozzarella Monday. Says, long story short, but met my cousin and his wife for the first time this weekend. He and his wife made the trip down from Billings, Montana to spend the weekend and see their first Husker game. Great weekend filled with sharing
Nice.
stories, ribeyes, and beers. That's
Nice.
Derek.
Billings, Montana.
Okay.
Got a couple more coming in.
Okay.
Scooter and Roca says, best of the weekend. I didn't break anything in anger about the loss.
Okay.
No
Scooter.
broken items.
Okay.
At the
Don't know
house
if that
of Scooter.
wins it, but thank you.
Matt says this, spent the weekend up in Crofton. That's Elizabeth's country
Oh,
up
yes,
there.
right up there. Northeast.
Visiting my nieces and the newest addition to the family, our great nephew, who is a couple months old.
Who's
Matt.
that?
It's Matt.
Crofton.
Went to Crofton.
That's a lot. That's where most of the rich kids live at. Crofton area. It is very well
Elizabeth.
financed. Crofton and Hardington.
Next up, my daughter. This is Husker Rick in, is it Crev Coeur, Missouri? Did I say that right?
I don't know.
I don't know that.
Crev Coeur. Says, my daughter got accepted to the University of Nebraska. Husker Rick. Best of the weekend.
Nice.
She got
Rick,
accepted into
congratulations.
Nebraska. Okay, next up, Mark from Cook went to the Applejack Festival in Nebraska City and ate several apple-based foods.
Applejack Festival.
Was there
in
apple
Nebraska.
crisp?
That sounds like an occasion, Jake.
Yeah.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
I did
Jake,
go.
that's really kind of surprising that you would see Jake milling around all of a sudden at the Apple Festival.
There's
Or I could
conversation.
see him at one of the corn mazes or something.
I think I
He all
can
of a sudden
too.
imagine all of a sudden whipping through a corn maze. Oh, there's Jake and
There's
Elizabeth.
Jake.
Yeah,
Or
there
just
is.
Jake.
Just
No,
Jake.
I would not be by
Just
myself. It'd be
Jake
a
by
family
himself.
occasion.
You know, Jake, you would go, well, I decided to go. I wanted to have some cider. So I headed out to the
Caramel apples.
Caramel apples.
One-eyed Ray, last one before
Okay.
you choose here.
Ray, wow.
I have a neighbor who is a radio guy. I lost a bet to him, had to buy him a cigar.
Okay. A cigar. All right.
One-Eyed Ray.
One-Eyed Ray.
Sorry about that.
God, I feel bad about this, but I think the first one's right out of the gate.
That's pretty good.
Don't feel bad.
Rick was, again, that's Grandpa. Oh, yeah. I had to help the granddaughter lost in St. Louis.
Because you imagine you have office and you have instant panic when it's your granddaughter and she's calling you. You got to be the one that's got to.
St. Louis is no joke.
Yeah, no joke. No. Yeah. You just, but then she's counting on you. And then you got her there. And then forever it's going to be, and she knew I have a safe spot. Call Grandpa. That's a cool spot to be in. You want to be in that spot. Call Grandpa.
So we're going to go to Rick from Missouri for our Valentino.
100%.
Yeah, we're all in agreement there.
Pretty easy one today.
Yeah. Good submissions, but he's the best.
I'm sorry. They're all good.
They were.
Yeah, I didn't mean it that way.
So $25 to Valentino's coming to you, Rick from St. Louis. Congrats, and thanks for chiming in.
Good job.
The Spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye spot spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
Hi, this is Tom Osborne. Join me on September 23rd and dine at your favorite local Renza in support of Teammates Mentoring. 10% of Renza sales on September 23rd will benefit your local Teammates Mentoring chapter. Teammates Mentoring helps students reach their full potential by providing a caring adult mentor to meet with them once a week in school. Thank you for your support of Teammates Mentoring. We will see you at Runza on September 23rd.
Tune in every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. It's the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 28th, enjoy an 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip for $7.98 each. All natural whole pork butt, $1.78 per pound. Boar's Head deli turkey, all varieties, $11.99 per pound. and Busch Light 30 racks for $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today: patchy fog possible this morning, some showers and storms possible late. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with a high near 86. Tonight, showers and storms likely below around 64. And tomorrow, a continued chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high around 70. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love tonight. Should be a really good game on Monday Night Football.
Who do we got going?
Lions at the Ravens. That should be a really
that
good
is
game.
good. That is good.
You want to guess the spread in that game, anybody? No. You want to guess?
Ravens got to be favored, right? So they're
At
probably
home,
favored by 4.
4.5 Ravens.
Wow.
7:15 on ABC or ESPN tonight. Lions, Ravens should be good. How about a little kudos? A shout out to the Miami Hurricanes, up to number 2 in the poll.
And rightfully so.
They beat Florida 26-7 over the weekend. Defense was great. Offense did what it had to in the second half to get the win.
Sharmar Brown looked good.
He did.
Yes.
Hello.
He did look very
I thought he was coming here.
easy. We wish that he did. 26-7 Miami in that game. Sharmar Brown, 18 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And receiving yards, please.
And he had 4 catches for 53 yards also.
Good game.
in
He
that
was,
game.
he was
Pretty
a
important.
Yeah,
critical player in that game.
Came up
Yeah, Miami up to 2.
Up to 2. Second.
Yeah, and I can't push back on it.
No, not really.
They've
So
won.
Ohio State's 1.
Yeah, here's your top 10. Ohio State 1, Miami 2, Penn State 3, LSU 4, Georgia 5, Oregon 6, Oklahoma 7, Florida State 8, A&M 9, and Texas is 10, followed right by Indiana at 11.
I think this falls in. I still think the top 8 that anyone could win it, of the top 8. Don't know once it gets beyond that, but could be in the conversation. Could be in the conversation.
Georgia seems a little low to me.
At 5.
You'd like to have him 1A, wouldn't you?
I think I would put Indiana ahead of Texas. We got 1 loss at this point. Texas has looked so. They beat Sam Houston by a million, but Sam Houston's terrible.
Are we going to talk about the flex?
You want the quote?
What's
Arch
that?
Manning?
No, I want to talk about the flex. You see the flex
by Arch Manning?
What's that?
What are you talking about?
He scored against against.
Yes.
Is there a quote from that?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear that. Yeah.
Arch talked about his mom being upset about
Yeah.
that celebration. He flexed on a guy in the end zone after he rushed in for a 5-yard touchdown.
Sam Houston.
And
flexed
here's
over top
Arch
of it.
Manning, who acts like a
Yeah.
turd once in a while, about his mom after the game.
Yeah, felt good to get back in the end zone. Probably a little much there. My mom was pretty mad about that. A little immature, but I think it's some built-up frustration for the past few weeks.
So what did he do? Flex his.
He scored on
Yes.
it was a design quarterback run, and it wasn't like he just throttled the guy. The guy just kind of went to hit him and kind of slid off, and then
He was already in the end zone.
Already in the end. He's already it was already touched, and then he flexed on him, giving one of these over the top of him, and it was
Sam Houston.
Sam
Arch.
Houston. I'm like going, we weren't flexing on anybody at Ohio, and then and we've stuck up for Arch on here, but it's being like, you know what, we have. That was a wow. That was a complete
Good family to keep me grounded, keep me honest. Whenever I'm acting like a turd, they tell me.
I mean, I guarantee. Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. He stared down at Sam Houston guy, but they didn't stare anybody down at UTEP when they struggled in that game.
27-10.
Didn't say about San Jose State.
Texas wins 55-0 over Sam Houston. on
And Sam
Saturday.
Houston, go to Sam Houston's schedule. It's been unbelievable.
Okay, hang on a
just
second.
pull up Sam Houston's schedule.
Sam Houston State.
Yes.
Sam
Yeah.
Houston. So
They've
far.
dropped the state now. But they,
it's just Sam Houston.
They lost to Western Kentucky 41-24 off the bat.
Decent team.
Then they lost to UNLV 38-21. Then they went to Hawaii, lost 37-20. And now they lost to Texas 55-0. Now they're in the conference
They
play.
lost to Hawaii. And
0-4.
They're 0-4 and we're flexing on them.
Come on, Arch.
That's like,
Come on, Arch.
that was a huge wow.
But yeah, Indiana 11, Texas Tech again. We'll see if Baron Morton's out and all, but he got hurt in that game. If he's healthy,
he walked off. Was it more of a headshot? Was it the concerned concussion? I don't know. But they had a guy come in that no one knows his name and played incredible. So Tech is real.
Tech must be good up front. That's what they're talking about in Dusty and Danny.
Baylor is worse. That Baylor Arizona State game was very watchable.
it was
Very good game.
Okay, so who won that game?
Arizona
Again?
State.
yes.
Oh, Arizona State
late
did
a
win.
walk-off field goal to win that game.
Is that Baylor's first loss?
No, they lost to Auburn off the
Lost
bat.
to
They're
Auburn
2-2.
right off the bat.
2-2.
And so, but their schedule's not bad coming up. I don't think Baylor plays Texas Tech. So like that, it all depends on who you all draw for your tough games. But the Big 12 will be very exciting to see what happens.
Wide open.
So, yeah, I think the biggest winners this week, though, Miami and Indiana. Biggest winners this week in college football. And Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, that's loud. All right, that's it for us. The Drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch.